Black light only. Shields are down over.
Black light only to Actinova. Roger that. Thank you. Heading in. Over.
Roger, may the force be with you. Actinova out.
Hi, Oni. Okay, you'll need to make a left up ahead.
A left?
Over.
Right, sorry, a right.
Oh my goodness.
Lose them in the trenches.
Come on, focus. I know, Hero, but we're so close.
I'm just surprised there's so little resistance.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Come get some, you campers.
We'll leave you the easy ones.
Easy.
Look at the enemy ship.
Yeah, doing great. Thanks for asking.
Just do a barrel roll.
If I make it back to base, I will end you.
I wish I could teabag these douche canoes. Pathetic.
Why isn't dinner first?
How does Odie put up with this?
I don't think she actually does.
I'm wrecked.
I'm seeing a lot fewer ships. Oni, where are you?
Let him go. Stay on the leader.
I have visual.
Rebel base 30 seconds and closing.
The force is strong with this one. I have you now. What?
Woohoo!
Look out!
Okay, kid, take the shot.
Stand by. Stand by.
Garbage human.
Hero's right. Great job.
We'll keep your path home clear, Oni.
Thank you, everyone. Heading home. Over.
Hooray! Take the first left.
Left?
Right.
Fucking hell.
Hey there, welcome to the show, where we're bringing you the latest, don't you know?
Here we go.
We're the hosts that you've been waiting for. Chieftain Hero, Black Light Oni, and Soda Pop TV. Laggin Out wants to shouting about, bringing you the hottest news without a doubt. From internet trends to the games we adore.
Soda likes playing with little boys.
What? Huh?
Just kidding.
No,
Update about on your screen, from the news trailers to the meme that's mean. Gotta keep it real.
top off here.
Lagging out with the best, no contest.
It bothers me, Soda, that your background is tilted.
Answered.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I got a few things coming in, and I'm gonna retake the shots.
I just, it's
what
just
she
one of those
said?
things. It's like, just ignore it. It's fine. It's fine, folks. Everything's fine.
My
I
crooked.
apologize.
I got a crooked floor, so we're good.
Welcome
balance
to
it out.
Laggin Out Live,
Guys,
the
it's so
May the
fucked
4th
up.
early special, because it's May the 3rd. We didn't quite make it to the date since we do this on Fridays. But happy early May the 4th, everybody.
It's May the 4th somewhere.
It's May the 4th. It's May the 4th in Australia, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Basically,
Nova.
anywhere from Japan to probably the UK at this point.
Yeah, probably the UK. Yeah. 7 hours, right? Oh, what's 6 hours? 7 or
6
8
hours
hours.
for you, 7 hours for me.
Right. So, doing the math quickly for us is Black Light Oni. Please welcome Black Light Oni, everybody.
Whoop whoop. Woot.
Our very own Chewbacca. We know him as Hero, the IT guy.
Wouldn't be the first time I was called Chewbacca. That was one of the nicknames I had in basic training.
Playing C3POS in that video that we did. Please welcome Soda Pop.
Right. A real POS. A champ.
And of course, the cocky son of a bitch, Han Solo. That's me, the chieftain.
Chief Solo.
And Solo.
Hand jump solo. And of course, you know, Oni had to be in her A-10 because that is the greatest airplane ever made. So it takes an A-10 to destroy a Death Star.
I don't think it's technically considered an airplane.
Right. It's a gun with a plane built around it.
No, I mean like
it's a
technically
gunship.
with definitions, jets and other crap it's yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, I know what you meant.
The people that would care most about what is what when it comes to flying objects would be the Air Force, and half of them are now the Space Force, which has been a convenient new joke. Almost like the Coast Guard.
Hey, whoa. Hey, Coasties have my respect, okay? Because they only count as a military branch during times of when we declare there to be a war. But
wait till the aliens come here. Then you'll be
but
saying
every
different.
time else, 24/7, 365, or 366, depending on the leap year, they are guarding America's borders, patrolling our waters. They do a lot without a lot of recognition. So I won't make fun of the Coasties, okay? They're cool in my book. Chair Force, though, will always get shit.
Look, if I shit on the Chair Force and the Space Force, I'm going to also equally shit on every other branch.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're the Army. You have no other bragging rights besides that.
Oh, shots
I don't
fired.
know. The Queen of Battle, you know, the big red one.
We have 2 Marines who were awarded the Medal of Honor twice. We earned our titles, Leatherneck, Teufelhunden, and all sorts of others. Our uniforms look fucking awesome.
No.
Except for there's a tunic one. We don't accept that one. Look, for all the budget that we do get, which compared to the other branches isn't much, even if it were by scale.
Hey, Magma.
There. See, thank you. Well, I'm not going to. But
I don't need. First of all, I'm gonna make fun of Magma a little bit.
Uh-oh.
I request permission to do so.
Uh-oh.
I mean, good luck.
Magma, she doesn't need a cheerleader, buddy.
Well, no.
Do it.
Well,
Wow.
I will defend him on this one. I knew someone who said that Marines were shock troops.
No.
Yeah, but they stood on this. And Magma's like, no, the fuck they're not. No. That's dumb. They're not shock troops. Are you stupid? And I'm like, look, I wasn't the one who said it. I'm the one who served in the military. This person didn't. That's not me. So Magma does think for himself, but he also is very aware that it would be very, I mean, he's allowed his own opinions, but if he were to openly shit on the Marine Corps and I'm anywhere nearby, I can make it look like an accident.
This is for entertainment purposes only. Purposes only.
And I know where all his miniatures are stored.
Before we go any further, I'm only poking fun, Magma, and I'm sure you know it. That's 1. 2. First in, last fucking out. Marines all the way. No argument there. Rangers, badasses.
Rangers lead the way. Sorry,
I'm sorry. Rangers, badasses.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Horny as fuck.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Absolute weirdos.
I mean,
attention all military, please get back to your stations. We're about to start the show. Please all military, get back into your seats. Chieftain needs to start the show. Thank you.
NJP.
but
you won't fucking do it. They can't get me. Like, the VA's already fucked us over.
Mr. J.
Hey, on topic.
I'm just gonna say, look, Marines, I got all the love for y'all. Fucking first in, last out. Damn, Rangers are awesome and badasses. Yes. but the elites of the Marines go first.
So come.
I'm just saying, and
At
I'm going.
2200, there's a special segment tonight with Hero and Blacklight Oni. Please stay tuned. This is the Mash 4077 giving you this announcement, and have a great day.
But like I said, I'm going to poke fun and make fun of everybody, and everybody's going to poke fun and make fun of the Army. Everybody's got their badasses.
How you doing?
No
son?
denying it.
I'm good. How are you?
Great.
Coasties, look, they're dealing with the border
We're gonna
patrol
talk about this
shit.
for an hour.
But I'm still gonna make fun of them because nobody ever fucking remembers them half the time.
My next door neighbor, in New York, her son, I think, is like a lieutenant now in the Coasties. I think he's like in his 30s. She had him when he was 18. She was 18. And I don't know how old that would make him. 94. Do the math. But yeah, I think he's an officer now. I think he has a kid, so she's a grandmother. So, but yeah, what up, Gina? She used to call me Jophus because she couldn't say Joseph. She used to call me Jophus
awesome.
when I was 8 years old. Hey, Jophus,
I
how are
honestly
you?
think that's an awesome nickname.
Yeah, she still does it. Like when I say hello, she married like this like really rich dude.
Yep.
I don't know. He owns like sign companies and stuff. A sign company, like got a Lambo, everything. Like super nice guy too. So, but yeah, let's get this out of the way here.
Attention! The preceding content is intended for mature audiences. Opinions and views expressed on this live are not necessarily those of the Lagging Out community, Lagging Out Entertainment, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, or any of its sponsors or advertisers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Whoa, dude.
If you're under 18, get bent and pound sand.
What the fuck?
Exactly.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Copyright. TM.
Fuck.
Okay. And welcome to Lagging Out. And how can you help support Lagging Out? Well, instead of cheaping paying for advertisement on Facebook, which actually cost me money this month, you could actually give us a shout out, follow us on the stream, retweet the stuff, tell a friend, engage in our posts, and quite frankly, root for us. Deep to right field, home run, Chieftain, said nobody ever.
Whoa.
But yeah, here's the QR code that has everything that you can possibly have lagging out. Apparently, no one checks it on our staff because I forgot to add the Kick channel onto that. But the Kick channel is now there because, yeah, that's there. And
we need that.
Yeah, definitely. And when I show the next slide, I apologize for the typo. That is my fault for like working too quickly. But yeah, so it's gonna be May releases. Actually, it's kind of like the Justin Timberlake thing. It's gonna be me. It's gonna be May. Does anyone get that?
Yeah.
It's Britney Spears. It's Britney, bitch.
It's Justin Timberlake.
Fuck
It's
that guy.
Backstreet Boys.
Whoa.
Because the guy who wrote it, he's like, it's gonna be me. He's like, no, you gotta say May. It's gonna be May. So like that's why it's gonna be May releases. So we're talking about the May releases today, and I actually had time to do like a cool. This will be our game cover for YouTube and Rumble. So how would you rate my design from 1 to 10? 1 being the worst thing you've ever seen, 10 being okay. But yeah, I did it, of course, in Star Wars font because it is going to be May the 4th tomorrow. So I did it in a little bit of a font, and I did center but left justify. Okay, so are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm good with them.
You good with that? Okay. Awesome. So
Can I critique it though?
yeah,
Uh-oh.
did I spell something wrong?
You're missing an apostrophe.
Where?
It is.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Oh, you know why? Because it doesn't. That font doesn't make an apostrophe.
What the fuck?
Yeah. That's. I know.
0 out of 10. Fuck that font.
Yeah. Yeah. I have. Actually, it has no quotations. Those are actually Bang Gothic quotations.
I was wondering what the fuck was going on. What?
Yeah. Like I had to use a different font for the the quotations. Isn't that dumb?
Yep.
That is very dumb. That is
Yeah.
so stupid. Anyways,
It's backwards
Moving on
engineering.
before my brain melts.
what's the point of having a font if you're gonna ignore certain syntax? Like, oh, we're just
says-
gonna half-ass this font.
It just puts a square there instead of the quotes. It just puts like a blank square, and I'm like, fucking lazy. I
That
hate
means
that
they
shit.
didn't have a graphic
I know
for
Soda
it.
hates that too, being a designer. It's like it's annoying.
But you didn't
That is
shit
so
fonts.
dumb.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a Star Wars font, and it's it's gonna be May the 4th, so I had to use it.
Yeah, but still.
I used a different font for this. This is a different font. This is not Arial or anything. I don't even know what this is. So
Not good enough, apparently. That's what I'm saying. It's not good enough.
It doesn't pass the taste test, right?
No. I mean, I like the font, but
yeah,
not having
not having an apostrophe or quotations kind of sucks. So that's why I have the deal with the stress this week. I took out the Patron.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's gonna be a drinking thing because Hero took his out. So, and we know he's a very loud drunk. So.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
I gotta go. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Well, it's only what is it? What is it to do a shot? Was it 500 bits?
It is.
Yeah, 500 bits. Thank you to our booster, Soda, Hyper, Nova, the Mariner, Ezreal, Storm Wolfsong, Prophet, Tyrann Death, and Myron Soul. Thank you all. We appreciate you so much. And my accent came out really thick there, so I'm so sorry. Hopefully you guys can still understand me. Also, how this happened, I had to change the title twice yesterday. Thanks a lot, Mariner. So can I change it? I'm going to charge you $50 a change. No, just kidding.
Sweet. Do it.
Make sure you check out the very entertaining Soda and Mariner or Mariner Soda at Baldur's Gate at 7:30 Eastern Time.
I didn't blow up yesterday.
Where was it Soda was licking spiders? What was going on with that?
Oh no,
Trying.
you didn't!
I haven't found a spider to lick, but I've been trying.
Stop licking the damn thing!
I've been trying. Like, what? Not for a lack of trying. I've been trying to fucking find a spider to lick since we
What
started.
fucking
So yeah, they're trying.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, Mariner won't, but I'm definitely trying to find.
Right.
Yeah, he'll just stand by and watch.
So,
Well, he blew himself up 2 weeks ago, and then blew us both up last
Oh
week.
no.
So,
Yeah, Gazoo, I think you're right. The spiders are hiding from Soda.
yeah, they know.
Definitely. But they know he hates Spider-Man, so they're hiding from him.
I wouldn't lick
So-
Spider-Man, though.
Yeah, that's a whole other show. That's
Costs
on
a
his,
lot more money.
That's his OnlyFans thing. Yeah, that's where he makes his extra money when he's not doing his 9 to 5.
Have to.
Hey guys, I have an interesting trivia question. I actually did it this week, so I actually did something this week instead of being a lazy ass. So, anyone else want to see the trivia question today? Let's check it out. Yeah. I was proud of myself because I just happened to see a commercial. I'm like, that would be a great question. So this week's trivia is kind of, I would say this is like a 9 out of 10 if you're not a Gen Xer. So, which screen actor promoted the famous 80s game Pitfall Harry as a child? A. Terry Crews. B. Jack Black. Or C. Henry Cavill. And we ask you guys not to look it up and just try to guess best you can. I know I can't make you not cheat or use AI or that sort of thing, but...
Hey Siri. I'm just kidding.
No. Don't do it, bro. But yeah, stay tuned for the end of the show for the right answer. And I don't know if Tyrann Death is around, but...
He is
Probably not.
unfortunately not.
He's
is
not.
exhausted. Actually,
Yeah, I hear that.
minute to go. and like reminded me, hey, yeah, I'm not gonna make it. I'm about to pass out. I'm like, oh shit, get your ass in bed, bro.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I've had a long week. I got a lot done lagging out wise. I did a lot of lagging out stuff this week, so I'm like exhausted. I actually re-rendered the commercial for Facebook and made it more high quality because I'm psycho. But anyways, yeah, it's about a lot cleaner, and the video looks so great, guys. I'm not sure if you saw it, and you guys would see it on Instagram because if you're already following, it doesn't go to you. But I'm looking through the samples, I'm like, wow, this is better. I didn't expect it to look good. I expected it to look like garbage, but it actually looks really good. So I'm just like, okay, I'm excited about it. I'm showing people, like random people at Home Depot and shit, and like wow, this is awesome. So, and thank you to that gentleman that helped me today at Home Depot. Home Depot helping me with my Star Wars wall. I appreciate it.
Jose?
No. But
People at Home Depot do seem very friendly and very eager to help.
They are very nice at Home Depot. Yeah, I agree, Oni. They're like really, really nice there. Like, oh, they're like, oh, sure, sir. Like, just go to there. He'll cut all the stuff for you. I'm like, thank you so much. It's like, that's per foot. I'm like, I don't care how much it costs because I got 2 gift cards.
If you ever come out to the Midwest or anything, Menards is kind of an experience as well. It's
I like Menards. Yeah,
it's
Menards
different.
is a great place. Well, used to be. I'm working off of memory of more than 20 years ago at this point.
Is it bad that
Wild
I know
to be able to say that?
Is it bad that I know Menards because I see it on the side of NASCARs? Like what I saw, it's like I didn't
No,
know
that's
what
not
it was.
bad. That's what the Midwest
Advertising.
does, and they want NASCAR too. Remember Indianapolis
Yeah.
Right.
and
So I did.
Wisconsin?
Oni, is Menards like a big chain
Lumberyard?
up in the
Oh
where you
yes.
are?
Oh yes.
Not really.
Well,
Is it auto parts? What is it?
no. They
They're
do.
a Home Depot place, but it's
Oh, okay.
Yeah, think Lowe's, Home Depot, Ace Hardware. They also sell. They also try to branch out to other things as well. It's
Okay.
just one of those Midwest brands, kind of like Meijer is a Midwest version of a grocery store like Kroger, which is called Pick and Save, or Metro Market, which is way over fucking priced. Don't go there if you can absolutely have to. But yeah, it's just their outdoor thing. The Midwest has their own culture going on, which is great. Okay,
Yeah.
do not take this as criticism. This is just me sharing what I'm learning. But yeah, they usually have really nice people in their stores. You can find some really interesting things. The plus side that Menards tries to sell you on is on everything in their stores, they offer mail-in rebates for 11% off.
Mm-hmm.
But they also have really good deals on clearance items as well. So definitely something to consider. You've got options out here, which is really great. Especially when you
Their
have to
lumberyard is also pretty much exclusively an outdoor lumberyard. So they're allowed to have a smaller footprint for their actual physical store, which helps save on costs to a degree. And they've got a real classy, like 60s/70s type jingle.
Yeah, don't. Oh my gosh, don't. I'll fucking kill you. They play the fucking thing in the store. I feel like I'm going through a fucking time warp. Like I'm gonna start seeing polka dots and purple skirts. Shut the fuck up. Damn, dude. They'll play it on commercials too. I'll be in the bathroom listening to that shit. I'm like, I just want to go to the bathroom in peace. Holy fuck. Got my stove there, okay? I will say. I did get my stove there. Gas stove. So I got fire. It's great in a power outage. But yeah, it kind of campy, but I mean, it's a store. And yeah, the convenient part is though, because of what I do, if we ever run out of something urgently and we need something, there is a Menards like 2 minutes down the road. So we can just go there, bring the receipt and get, reimbursed for that shit. So
Exactly. So yeah, I saw some guy reacting to the fake trailer of Secret Wars, and he's like, "Wow, this looks awesome!" And I wrote as lagging out. I go, this is not real, right? It's all fake, right? And then I was just like, I was looking for it, and there is no Marvel trailer for Secret Wars that's coming out 25 and 26. So this is a fake trailer. So 1 if you want to see the fake trailer, 0 if you want to see the fake trailer, if you don't want to see it. So 1 for yes, 0 for no. So you guys can actually vote on it in the chat. Vote. Yeah, I say 0 as well.
I'm kind of leaning that way myself.
Yeah, there's 2 people that voting 0.
Let's
Yeah,
do
we can
this.
Here's
just
the
skip it.
thing. Every time I hear about trailers coming out, I do try to be aware that some of them may be fake, and that
Right.
bothers me that has to even be no. I understand some people are doing things as proof of concept, and they do really good work. But it means we have to do a little bit more reading and looking into things to see just how official they are. But if I recall, Secret Wars, I thought Secret Wars was on the chopping block,
What the fuck?
if not removed from Marvel's lineup.
I thought it was too.
They are, well, they're not admitting it, but they're planning, if I had to guess, they are planning on using Secret Wars as the stepping stone to reboot the MCU using multiversal magic.
That's what they did to nuke the fucking universe.
Well, what they should have done, which was kind of technically impossible because Fox had the rights for X-Men, was put them all together in a chronological order, so that way it would be more true to the comics, instead of saying, oh, fuck it, we're not going to even acknowledge the existence of X-Men until Deadpool comes around and Ryan Reynolds forces us to do it. Please be on our show, Ryan Reynolds. Hugh Jackman, please come on our show. Please come on our show. But yeah, it's annoying with that, and I'm not sure if you know this, guys, but they actually have the X-Men mansion that someone actually built. And it's awesome. And you're going to like this, Oni, because this made me happy. They have the 4-player arcade, and the person playing was playing fucking Nightcrawler. She's like, yeah, I'm going to light some shit up with some Nightcrawler. And she's like, bah, bah, bah. I'm like, I wish I had the link for Oni to see, because that was my favorite character to play. I didn't like playing Wolverine or Vision, or I can't remember who else you got to play. But I know those are the 3 that I always picked. My brother and I always fought over it. Like I know it's like, no, I'm Nightcrawler. Like we always fight over it. And I remember the first boss was the Blob, and he goes, nobody beats the Blob. And my brother and I goes, it's like, we're gonna fuck your shit up, Blob. Fuck you, Blob.
Sure about that?
Wow.
Yeah, we fucked his shit up. I'm like, nobody beats the Blob except for me, motherfucker. And I'd light him up.
Except literally everybody.
Well, yeah, nobody beats the Blob. Yeah, you know what beats the Blob? High blood pressure. That's what beats the Blob.
The Xavier, the mansion is called the Xavier Institute for Gifted Youngsters.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
and I couldn't remember the name of it, but they actually had like everybody's rooms in there. They had like from
that's sweet.
Yeah, it was awesome. If you want to check it out online, it was like all over my feed, and I'm like, this is like I didn't
all over your what
feed.
Oh.
Thanks a lot.
Y'all
I'm
know
very
what
busy with
he
clips now.
heard.
Shut the fuck up. I had 11 clips I had to edit. Stop.
What you talking about?
But yeah, moving on. So I don't really watch our competition or lack thereof competition. But I only know of this guy because you guys mentioned him, and I don't know, maybe it's just me. I don't understand the appeal, maybe because I'm too old to understand.
Well,
the
he's
appeal.
not exactly our demographic. He's his own kind of commentary channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He just commentates on a lot of things. People stay around for his
about everything at this point. That was shocking.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Kind of like PewDiePie. Okay, let's be honest. He's in a similar vein as PewDiePie, where people stay for their personality. It's not because they do any one thing. They just kind of see what piques their interest and they talk about it, which I think, although it really randomizes what they talk about with regards to if you don't know them, it makes them really accessible because you're really learning about them as a person. And I think there's something to be said about that in a world of falsities and dressing it up for the camera and all that shit. But yeah, no, he's a pretty cool guy. Problem is, this is not his first time getting, shit from a community,
Oh my
Right.
god.
which is
No, it's like
really
every other
stupid.
day for him.
But
Yeah.
It's
look,
not even
I-
really the communities anymore. It's really just journalists.
No, there was one. So he and this kid named Sneeko
Fuck.
wound. Yeah, I regret knowing who this guy is.
You're gonna say this fucker. I know
No.
who this fucker is. No. Okay.
No, he's a man child. Technically, he's a
Oh, okay.
man in terms of age, but he is a child. He comes from a very
The red
dangerous
pill
part.
community.
No, dangerous part of the red pill community. Red pill community in itself is very vast, kind of like liberalism. It's very vast. He comes from the idea of basically, I'm going to fuck as many women as I want. I'm going to be the leader of the house, but when I settle down, I expect her to do what I want. But he has no idea what it means to actually be a man. He has no idea what it means to be disciplined. And Sneeko kind of had a mental breakdown, a fucking meltdown with firearms on camera, and decided to call a magazine a clip. Now,
Oh, I
if
do
you
that
ever-
all the time.
That fucking pig went after
if
Charlie.
you
He went
Oh,
after
yeah.
Moist Critical.
yeah, he did, and then I think Asmongold also talked about it too. But it just, oh my gosh,
It was so.
I'm sorry. I think some of these guys kind of
stupid.
blur together. It just bothers me because
Okay,
it was stupid.
so here's the reason why Sneeko took off as much as he did. He was already kind of on the cusp of popularity, but Sneeko inherited the blessings of the Andrew Tate.
Yeah, I know.
That's my hero.
When Andrew Tate got arrested, he
Whoa,
fucking
dude.
came out and said, "Hey, Sneeko, you're the man now," kind of thing. And it just that shit went straight to the kid's head.
Oh, it did. Oh, it fucking did.
And
never really recovered.
Decided he wanted to talk big and play like he was top dog, and oh my god, it got so stupid. But this shit that we're talking about.
Yeah, sorry. They both have long hair. My bad.
It's first of all, props to Petra for finding all these gifts.
She's awesome.
I do like the bottom right one the best.
When he's like walking around like a
Like a crab.
monkey.
That's how he really walks.
No. Anyways, so
That's me going 1 in 20 in the top left-hand corner. in Call of Duty.
this particular topic aggravates me to no end. So this was a little bit of a. This is one of those moments where you look at it and you go, "Wow, that escalated quickly." Like,
Really?
that really escalated quickly.
Like Chloe trying to cancel us because we were critiquing her picture type of going quickly.
Yeah. Like it went from 0 to 100, not even 0 to 60, 0 to 100. So Asmongold was reacting to a video done by an individual named Rev Says Desu on YouTube. He is a VTuber type character, and this guy mostly commentates on video games, anime, manga, and generally makes fun of idiots on Twitter. And Asmongold likes to react to him because people bring his videos to his attention. And
I used to do that.
the topic was Stellar Blade, specifically referencing Mark Kern, one of the OG developers of World of Warcraft, and how some moron on Twitter decided to lodge a death threat against Mark Kern, saying 20,000 to the person that makes this guy disappear, blah blah blah. And Asmongold reacted to this, and then some Twitch brainlet woman decided to react to this and say, I will up it to 30,000, but you gotta make Eve's boobs bigger.
Wow.
And then she goes on to say, see, this is a win-win for me because more boobs, and then I don't have to see this idiot in my feed anymore.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Most people don't understand, I guess. I guess the block button doesn't exist, or the concept of if you don't like it, ignore them.
Keep
doesn't fucking
scrolling.
exist.
Just keep scrolling.
That's too hard, guys.
Just keep scrolling.
Because people just like to get triggered and think their opinions matter. I mean, I actually clipped that. I'm like, and it's actually called on our socials, your opinion doesn't matter. That's the first that's the title. It sits there for 5 fucking seconds, says, your opinion does not matter. And I just go off on, it's like, just swipe. I'm like, people
Swipe
just
left.
love to be offended by anything. You can go fuck yourself with like a fucking corn cob.
Corn cob?
These people, I don't believe, I just can't grasp the concept. They breathe the same fucking air I breathe. They breathe the same air I breathe. What the fuck?
Whoa.
I just don't get it. Like,
I don't get it either.
And they make more money than you.
First of all, we said this.
That doesn't make them better than me. That just means that they're so fucking dumb. They get the dregs of society to watch them because they.
So, this particular topic has kind
fucking
of
lead paint violence and shit. Go ahead.
This particular topic has just exploded in all directions. Like, it has touched every aspect of media at this point. This started with video games. It's blown up on social media. It's gone over to the streaming world. You have Kotaku idiots. Oh, I'm sorry. Editors in chief.
I tagged them on that, by the way, when you went off on them. I tagged Kotaku on that on Twitter so they fucking see that shit. Fuck them, man.
Fuck
Death
them.
Watch. Tag them on this one. Death Watch, Kotaku. You're about to get sold. They didn't care about the onion. They're not going to care about you.
Yeah, that's what you said last time, so it'd just be repeating ourselves, but yeah.
Don't care.
I clipped it so that way it looked like you were just like shitting on them for about 15 seconds. It was great.
But like this topic has gone everywhere. There was a fucking indie developer of a freaking farmer simulator game, like Stardew Valley type game, where the boss of the studio is making jokes on Twitter saying, hey, you know, jiggle physics are nice and all. What here's a 50% jiggle physics, 75%, 150%. You know,
how do you get 150% jiggle physics? How? I mean, the math doesn't match.
I assume it's just a slider.
But how is it over 100%?
Well, it's like
I can answer that, Oni. You can go past the point of normal physics and math. With lighting, we did it with refraction rates and gems. So a refraction rate for a diamond would be like 0.9, or the reflection rate would be like 0.9 or 0.95. I would double it. I would put it to 2, so it would reflect more than it actually would really reflect.
Okay. So it's not a scale of what is possible. It's a scale of the exaggeration.
Yeah, which is a principle of animation. Yeah.
Okay,
so,
that I can follow. So I'm like, how is that? But it's because I don't use programs.
Anyway,
you actually named a principle of animation, so you're going to get a correct bell for that. Exaggeration is one of the 12 principles. So what you do with that stuff is you over-exaggerate. With animation, you over-exaggerate everything. So that's what they're talking about. They're just talking about over-exaggeration of a particular animation style. That's all it is.
Racist.
Yeah. So like there are constraints, like say like your elbow, like you can actually put a constraint so your elbow doesn't bend the other way. So they'll add a constraint in there, otherwise it looks weird, right? If your elbow's bending the wrong way.
Some people's elbows can bend a little farther.
Well, yeah, there is that.
That's my finger.
Yeah.
Right,
right.
yeah, you understand, but they can add constraints to certain things,
Okay.
and then they cannot. But that's a great question, Oni. I'm so glad you asked it, so that way I can actually go and nerd out on animation stuff. But go ahead, Hero.
That this is gonna go all over the place. Just forewarning.
So she said,
We love when that happens.
uh,
I see nothing wrong with it.
of course you don't. You're trying to find a spider to lick.
That's also true. I am.
That was like 3 in a row. I'm like,
Yeah, you're all fucking getting it. Like,
Bring it.
Anyways, so we've had issues with Kotaku and their chief editor.
oh, I was gonna say existing, but okay.
Yeah, well, yeah, that too. But so this individual that was in charge of this dev studio that posted this hilarity on Twitter, because that's all I could say is that it was absolutely hilarious, because he was making fun of the fact that people were losing their minds about jiggle physics. And then the general public, which wasn't really the general public, it was like the 5 or 6 idiots on Twitter, decide to come out of the woodwork and start trying to cancel this whole studio in this game. Well, then, as we all know, you don't apologize to the crazy, because it's not enough for the crazy. You need to worship at the altar of the crazy,
Just
and
ask
still
any
it won't be enough.
college protester.
Yeah, well, let's,
that's a topic for another top podcast with that.
Yeah, that's for your TikTok.
Yeah, that's for my TikTok.
If that's even going to be around for much longer.
Right.
But that led to an interview with Kotaku's chief editor, and not only did he apologize to the Twitterites, he also
the twatters.
Yes. He also decided to ride the fence in the interview, which wasn't enough for this idiot.
It's never enough, bro.
Like, because he was playing both sides, or trying to, and the reality is you've now pissed off both sides, because you pissed off the one side initially with the joke, and the other side was like, "Hey, that's actually pretty cool. These guys got the balls to go against the norm." And then he apologized, which is like, "Oh, no, you fucking done now. And you're interviewing with this idiot? Awesome."
Sexy.
I want to get to the point of popularity where, like, we say something and then we go, "No, fuck you.
Fuck you.
We don't fucking care.
Fuck you.
You could eat a bag of dicks," and then keep on moving on.
Fuck you.
Because after that last thing that we did, I'm not apologizing for anything we do anymore, because it's never enough. Like, even if you do apologize, they still try to cancel you, so they can go fuck themselves.
Absolutely. So this,
we're gonna get to the point where he gets a death threat. We can get to that point of the story.
Well, that was the death threat. The death threat was actually initially against Mark Kern, and then when this idiot on Twitch decided to raise the bounty to 30,000, Asmund thought it was about him, but it was actually about Mark Kern. But then he corrected himself later on in the stream. He's like, "I don't really care." He reported this woman to the Twitch, Twitch people with
the cops, dude,
with the clip attached. And shortly after this woman fucking privated everything. She deleted the VOD, privated the she privated her Twitter, all this other shit.
Well, yeah, just go get murder for hire charges.
I know, right? And then it got even better, because today, Mark Kern came out publicly replying to one of the reposts of the clip, saying, "Hey, she deleted the Twitter VOD or the Twitch VOD. I would accept an apology at this point. I'd be willing to, since she deleted the Twitch VOD." To which nobody has said a word. She has just been ghosted ever since. She tried to play it off as a joke, which, look, absolutely 100%. Yeah, it could have been a joke. But my stance on things like this is,
Don't
If you're
joke
gonna-
about shit like that.
Right.
you're gonna
and if
play-
ever going to happen to Hero, just for like, let me check out the wide shot. Well, this will never happen to Hero. That's why it will never happen to Hero, because he's part of the fuck around and find out club. So, so those are his 4 fuck arounds, and you want to come down and find out, you can try. So, we live in the free state of Florida where we have castle laws. So
That's about
actually-
10% of the alleged collection.
yeah, same here. Mine's conveniently like right down here at arm's length, just in case I get raided or something. If you're gonna go, I'm gonna go in a rain of pew pews, man. A rain of freedom sticks and everything like that.
Oh, what model is that one?
Police 6, 357.
By
The most powerful handgun in the world.
no.
What's that?
By whom?
Airsoft.
It is.
I can't tell if you're advertising
Ruger.
smiling or not.
Yep.
You have a Ruger revolver.
Yes.
Nice.
It's again.
That is a very when I was
Police
looking
6.
around, my father did recommend Ruger because he said they have a very good reputation for quality.
know
But
if
the
you
thing is,
can read
they
it.
were always, because of that, they're not exactly on the cheap end. And a lot of the ones that I could find were actually on the 22 caliber scale. Have I ever shown mine?
Yes, actually.
I
It was
think you have, yeah.
about 2
Okay.
years
Show
ago.
me
at
yours,
this
I'll show you mine.
Yeah, probably. That sounds about
Oh my
right.
god.
Yeah, so with, name like that, you price tag to match.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when it comes to these, it's not
See, your gun is as big as mine.
it's
All
not
right, 1,
joke.
2, 3, flip it out.
it's
What's
it's
that?
not a joke. It's if you can't confirm that it's an actual joke. And
There
the
you go.
problem
Right,
when you open
right.
your fucking mouth online
Mm-hmm.
in a public space that gets recorded,
Right.
your name all fucking over it, and your face
Giggity.
is if you don't put certain provisions in there, they can get you on the hook for shit. And the thing is, there are just
They
certain
lie.
things we as the internet community keep repeating over and over again.
Right.
You don't like, yes, comedy is subjective. There are certain things that the law dictates as not jokes. Okay?
Yep.
Threats of violence, calls to violence, doxing, swatting, any
SA.
that shit is not a fucking joke.
Right.
And got you on camera, got you with your voice, got you in recordings with
What's up,
confirmation who it was. And in certain countries, let's just say the scale of prosecution gets really extreme. So like we'll talk shit in this room because we know each other, and if something
Right.
goes, if we wind up actually
I don't know any of you
striking a nerve,
motherfuckers.
we can,
Fuck you.
we have a channel to talk it out.
Right.
But if you're gonna talk shit to somebody that you don't know, but you're gonna go in the act of violence, how many times have we seen creators in the last year, let alone 2, threaten, well, we should just box in the street. We should just box in the street. It's like, you have no
Do it.
fucking idea what that will do to you. You don't know who's gonna pull out what. Because
Well.
you say, oh, we're just gonna fist fight. You know someone's gonna bring brass knuckles. You know someone's gonna come on.
Yep.
Lightsaber, a real one.
So I don't understand why people would play around with that shit after so many examples of why doxing, why swatting, why calling threats of violence just aren't good. You wouldn't
Not a good
allow
thing.
it to happen to a female streamer. Why would you let that happen to a male streamer? Or also,
Just
if you're gonna
wrong
make a
all
threat
around.
and you're
Right.
too generic with it, a lot more people are gonna get more offended. So you're not helping your case
Mhm.
either. But also, why not just have some more respect for the fucking community so you don't like jiggle physics? Neither do I.
Chickadee nuts.
I'm not threatening anybody. I'm not, it's just not my game. But if someone wants to go
Right.
watch those titties, great. Whatever.
I'll watch them. Wait, are we
I
watching
just-
or watching?
Watch them.
Oh, okay.
I,
I
Do that
just-
too.
I just
don't
I just
understand
think it
people
looks
like that.
fake. I maybe I'm getting older and like
No,
I'm
it's
not,
because they look augmented, and
yeah,
that's
I don't like, yeah, it's
but that's the
overdone.
thing. That's the thing that
Fucking stupid.
They
some
look
of
like my
these,
titties.
personally
do.
to me, I don't think some of the
Not as
younger
hairy.
folks exactly understand is the type of lift that you see on that model
Right.
is the type of lift you would typically see in an augmented body, which is just what happens.
Right. It's not like circular, kind of like I want to think of the classic Rogue character, where like her boobs
Yeah.
are perfectly round. Here it looks like the costume is actually pushing them and smushing them a little bit.
Well, that
So
is part of the
that's-
appeal. That is a
right.
style people want to see. They think
Right.
it's called underboob. They think it's sexy. The thing is, though,
I'm all about that.
I have
but-
no problem with these body types as
Yeah.
long as people understand this is fantasy, okay? This is
Mm-hmm.
an idealized version. You might find a few people in the world with that body type, but typically it doesn't really exist.
Mhm.
And that's okay. But don't just go outside and encounter real people. Okay, just
Tara
remember.
Babcock, message us. Speaking of unrealistic body types that I'm attracted to, come on our show, please, because you're awesome and you're smart too, and you're a Jeep person. So
Gay and gay and gayer.
So
she
my-
has that, but you know what? She said I want to look like a Barbie doll, and that's what she did, and she was a model.
Barbie girl.
So she did all that stuff, and like she actually she actually lost about 15-20 pounds. Good for her. That's not easy to do.
No.
No, it's not. It's not. And like she looks fantastic. I mean, she looked great. Like even
Was
like
this
she
recent?
looked great curvy. I mean, she. But what makes her attractive is not so much her body type. It's if you just listen to her. Like if you just turn off the video and just listen to her.
Hard for a lot of guys to do, I can tell you.
Very smart lady. Like Tara Babcock she knows a lot about a lot of topics. And you know what? She uses every advantage she has under the sun. She has realistic jiggle physics. Let's just say that. And yeah, you just listen to her. Like if she got like a fan mail Fridays, and then she talks about philosophy. She talks about video games, and then she has OnlyFans where she does nudes. So she has different things for different fans, and she's very versatile. She's a very smart business lady, but you know. She's very smart, and she's got natural jiggle physics. So God bless her. But we're actually like in her, because she's a big content creator. In her Discord, she has people I know in real life, and there's only like 3 people in there, and I'm one of them. So like everyone else are just fans, like me. Like we just actually talk. We really talk to each other. Anytime I put her on a thumbnail, she messaged me. It's like, that's a good picture. Thank you for using that. It looks awesome. Great video. Keep up the good work. She's a good person. You know, she's more than looks. But like this lady in here looks like she's about 5'9", 5'10", and like she's all legs.
Yeah,
And,
that's
like,
the style that they like.
Yeah, that's a style. So like the dude,
And,
I'm like,
and
looking at the
very
dude-
large eyes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
what's
and
funny
you notice
about
if you
this-
if you actually like go up to it, you can actually see the width between her 2 eyes is a length of an eye or a little bit more, and that really shows beauty. You learn that in figure drawing class. So like if the eyes are closer together, it's less appealing for some reason. I can't explain why. That's what I was taught. I'm sure Soda was taught the same thing in figure drawing class. But that's what they do. It's just style. It's more of an Eastern. The large eyes is more of an anime type of look. But yeah, I think we killed this horse. Let's go to the next topic.
Yes, but South Korea is a little different as well.
Not
Yeah,
only
yeah,
that,
it is.
but-
It is. Yeah.
Not only that, but you know, the East got that idea from the West, actual original Disney. They were trying to mimic that appeal.
Oh, okay.
That has been, I don't know how proven it is, but that has been common belief for a lot of years. But I did want to kind of loop back to Soda and then close out because I had one more thing to say.
I think you're done.
Oh, yeah, fuck you.
Oh.
You're done. No,
Okay.
just kidding.
Burn. I'm just kidding. Go ahead. No, dude.
but-
I think you're done. I want to yield my time just to move the topic. So if Soda and you want to say something, go right ahead.
I think I I don't know if you were on the night I brought this up, and I saw it when we were talking on Discord. And I'm like, what a dumb bitch! Like, that's all I had. I was like, you
I
don't.
wasn't on for that. No, I don't think I was on for that.
I know somebody. What it might have been Maya or no, it was somebody. But I was like, I was watching it, and occasionally Asmund Gold comes up, and I watch some of his Diablo shit, and
Was it Mark?
maybe, but yeah, I specifically was just like, how dumb can you be? How dumb can a person be? Like, no matter what, you're fucked. Like, you said it live. You didn't say, "Oh, I'm joking," or like, she literally said, "I'll give you 30,000 to make him disappear." Like, stupid.
Wow.
She did. That's what I said.
That's what came out of her mouth. And I'm like, "Are you stupid?"
Said it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that I mean, I was in shock, honestly, how stupid a human being can be. And Asmongold literally
she also
said,
seemed to claim that she was the biggest female political commentator on Twitch, which I was like, nobody's fucking heard of you.
I didn't know who the fuck she was. I literally had no clue, but
I actually get mad at people when I say, you don't even know who I am? What the fuck? Really?
But this
I'm a
girl, I
chieftain,
literally,
bitch.
like, usually you would, like, think you saw him
I'm a
or,
chieftain,
stuff.
bitch.
No, not that girl. I don't know who the fuck she was. But
No.
it's just brutal. Like, really brutal.
So,
all right.
Tony said something that's, I'm just going to kind of put it out there. I believe in free speech, absolute free speech.
I'm not.
You are free to say exactly what the fuck you want, however the fuck you want to, as much as you want to. But freedom ends when you start encroaching on other people's rights.
Freedom.
You are not free to make death threats.
No.
You are not
That's
free
not absolute then.
to absolutely, it's absolute.
No, freedom.
No, you have exceptions.
Freedom of speech does not mean freedom from consequences.
Right.
I think that's just what he's getting at.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you,
But
Tony.
you can have as much freedom as you so please, as long as you are not infringing on the freedoms of others. Because the moment you violate other people's freedoms is the moment that it goes from being a freedom to being tyranny.
Or tyranny death.
No, that's a little bit different.
Okay, it's different. Gotcha.
Story.
It's a whole story for another time.
That's a whole different, well, D&D story. But that's
Give us some fucking money.
I'm not making exceptions. I'm really not, because how is it right for me to think I have the right to take from you, chieftain? Like, what right do I have to go to your house and take your car home with me? It's mine now. Is that?
You gotta put gas in it. You wouldn't want it.
Kind of got a point. It's not even a hybrid.
No.
But like how would that be right? To say that I have that freedom.
Right, because
that
that's
violates
life,
your
liberty,
freedom
and property. That's what life. They say pursuit of happiness, but it's life, liberty, and property. Those are your three things that you're entitled as an American.
How is it right for me to say that I have that kind of freedom, but I'm taking away your freedoms?
Right.
That's my point.
Bully.
You can't, like, even in the courts that was brought up. You are free to say whatever you want, but you can't
unless you're
scream
me and
fire
have
in
a
a crowded
granddaughter,
building.
then you don't have any freedoms. It's
Oh,
fake news, hero.
That's just a violation of freedom of speech all around, anyways.
That's true. Go ahead.
There's more gag order news out there. I shared that with Soda earlier this week. His only response was, "Wow, what the fuck?"
Yeah, I kind of was shocked.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
But anyways, I'm sorry I've dragged this out farther than you wanted. So if there's any more to be said, you may say it now or forever hold your pee.
I hold my pee to the end of the show. Thank you, Soda.
My AI says Hero talks too much.
I second that.
Of course you do.
Freedom isn't free. Freedom cost $1.05. Yeah, $1.05.
Remember when gas was that price?
Yes.
Mm.
I remember the
I remember
last
when
day,
it was 98 cents.
Yeah, the last day of my undergrad, 99. In 1999, I paid 99 cents a gallon in Sarasota. Oh, Tyrann Death is actually here. Hey, Tyrann Death, look what I got today. Fuck my medication. Let's see if I'll make it till the morning. But
oh boy,
Patron Silver. It's still cold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do I have more?
Come on, ride the train, the choo-choo train. So, it's gonna be May. Oh, another $100 train incoming. I put it on the hardest train, and we get it. We get it in the first hour. That's good. You'll have a limited time to earn exclusive emotes. So let's get it started. Let's start the hype train as we go into the May releases. It's gonna be May releases.
Yeah, we did it a little differently this time.
Yeah,
we noticed it kind of started dragging, and there were a lot of games. For starters, April was fucking swamped. Okay, I don't know how to explain that.
Thank you, Soda.
Soda is taking a nap.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
It didn't say yours, but go ahead, Oni.
Give it a second.
Oh wow. What the fuck? Stupid AI. Fuck.
Remember, intelligence is artificial at times.
Oh god, that's funny.
So what we did was we really condensed these down. For starters, May for some reason has so few releases. It's kind of sad. So we just kind of went through the list and picked the ones we really wanted to talk about. So it's a little less cramming in so much shit and more into this is what we think some audiences will probably like. Some of you all will actually like. For example, SENUA'S Saga. There is a sequel to Hellblade 2. It's only been how many years? So
6, 7.
Okay, so let me. I'll say it. It's a female protagonist, story of revenge, mental health or lack thereof, warfare, combat, and shit. What's not to like? So don't tell me that there aren't, female protagonists with compelling stories. Right. SENUA'S story is actually based around a woman actually named Senua. Unfortunately, there isn't too much known about her. She was Celtic, but yeah, long story short, if I recall, actually, wait, there might have also been a goddess. Might have been the goddess they were talking about. But anyways, yeah. Ninja Theory. Wait.
That's the next trailer, I think.
That could be possible. Nope, that's it, because those are runes. Yeah.
That's her. So that's it. I've seen some stills, so this is Hellblade 2. Yep, that's it. I like the fabric physics. That look really good.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
I like that. that is the jiggle physics I can get around.
Oh yeah.
It's not really. It's called if it's hair, don't make fun of me. This is what's actually called when you're animating hair.
Did you say groomer?
Groomers. They're called groomers that do fur and hair. That's their job. That's not anything that's sexual. That's actually the job. The sim artists do just all the fabric and stuff like that. That's simulation. It's all math. That's all math.
Uh-oh.
Shots.
Shot.
See, like, look at her. She looks like if she were to take a more traditional woman role, she'd be beautiful. But in this, with all the tone, with all the grime, she looks vengeful, and I love that.
I think that shots are from me, right?
I really like the lights.
Yeah.
I am
Yeah, like
sure,
that.
but I've
That's
already
nice.
got a drink that I'm ready to add to. Go to the. Oh, never mind. He already dropped it back.
I never actually played the original Hellblade. I might have to look into it.
Well, I mean, you've already looked into a lot of it, so I would say,
Have I?
well, you're talking about it, aren't you?
Yeah, you seem to know a lot about it. So
No,
that's
I just
awesome.
I barely remember the shit that happened. It's part of it. Whoa.
Do you want me to do the read of it after we're done watching it? But
Sure.
I'll add to.
Bruh.
If you go back and play it, Oni, just be prepared for a lot.
I heard it's
very gruesome.
not.
It's
yeah.
very. Some people. Well, there's a trigger warning at the beginning of the game.
Well, yeah. I mean, she is basically suffering from severe mental illness, basically like schizophrenia.
Yeah.
Wow.
Uh-oh. Keep it up.
Oh, is that a what? Keep what up?
Oh, never mind.
That was another shot.
Yeah, damn it.
That's what I looked to. Oh my god, it's kind of graphic. All right, let me do the read. Let me just go to back here really quick. The next big Xbox game has been years in the making, but it has been worth its wait for this intriguing sequel from developer Ninja Theory. Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, is aiming to be a bigger and bolder game, one that builds on the original game with improved combat, very cool rocks, and going on a journey of the mind in this dark Nordic adventure. As with all Xbox published games, Hellblade 2 will be available on Xbox Game Pass on day one. However, platforms it will be on PC as well. And the release date is May 21st, and our source is GameSpot.com. So yeah, so basically Oni described it better than GameSpot.com did. They used they hinted around mental illness, and Oni just flat out said it because I guess they can't say words because they like censorship, but whatever.
Pretty much, probably, yeah.
But comments
We don't want there to be a stigma against it, but we won't talk about it.
No, meanwhile, that's what the whole game's about. So, I mean...
Being crazy.
Yeah. So, Soda or Hero?
So, I noticed the first one came out on... was out on Switch, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Windows, PlayStation 4, almost pretty much everything. This one, it's only out on Xbox and Windows, Steam.
Yeah.
Make no mistake, it's gonna get ported eventually, but they've definitely got that limited exclusivity at right after the release window.
The Unreal Flames. Gotta love the Unreal Flames.
Yeah.
All right, anyways.
My commentary on it is it looks really good. I never played the first one, but I looked really deeply into it because something about it was really interesting. And I think, now I remember why I was interested in it and looked into it so much, because my wife saw the advertisements for it and the trailers for it, and she really wanted to get it and play it a while back. But
I love how the ambers are dropping from the flame. That looks pretty cool.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
a little overdone there on the left.
Well, they said they did it in Unreal 5, so
I told you it was. I fucking called it Unreal Flames. They fucking call that shit.
Yeah. Well, something to know about my wife. Unfortunately, she gets a lot of games and wants to play all of the games.
And can't.
Barely finishes them unless
Oh.
they annoy her to do so. Like I have to actually harass her to go and play video games to finish the games she's got.
Imagine having a relationship. Go play a video game, sweetheart.
Right. Finish it for God's sake.
Sorry, I've got so many hobbies. She has too many hobbies.
Oh,
Yeah.
know somebody
Aw.
like that.
Yeah.
You don't say.
Jerking off is not a hobby.
That is
Yeah,
true.
it was when I was younger.
Apparently.
Just because it has to deal with your hands does not make it a handy job, okay?
3 to 5 times a day. I mean, that's kind of a
Wow.
hobby.
I've heard some people try to say 7 to 10, and I'm like, it'll fall off.
After a while, like a
They
little
deserve
flag
it.
will come out and roll, and it'll roll down and just say bang, because then you're done.
Like a zit. It
Oh my
pops.
Oh my god. Okay, Fallout reference. That's a Fallout reference. Yeah, that's actually a line in Fallout, Noni. That's why they're
yeah.
laughing.
Okay.
That was a terrible line, but I couldn't help but laugh my ass off.
Yeah,
I'm like,
they
it's
said that
fucking
right in front
soda
of my-
right there.
My 10-year-old nephew and my 6-year-old nephew were there when they said it. My brother looks at me. I go, I'm not used. Like they don't talk like that except for that one part.
Yeah,
And
that-
like he
yeah.
looked at me. I'm like, all right, I think we're done with this.
I mean, it's kind of like when you're watching a TV show or anime or movie, and there's a scene that out of context could look really weird, and that's when your parents walk in.
Yeah.
Every
Same
fucking
shit.
time.
It was just funny because she's like, you want to have sex? And he's like, what?
Yeah.
He
No.
lost his mind.
You know, you
Isn't
say
it weird?
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
I think this character is attractive. I'm not sure if it's the eyes or the way the face is, but I think she has this kind of tough girl attractiveness, like almost like a
Kind of like Star Wars should
a
have done.
brave soul, a woman with character and strength is appealing.
It's
And
all of it.
she's-
It's because her eyes are almost a gray blue.
Right.
Um,
And that's appealing, yeah.
but
Definitely
also
creepy.
she has she has round cheeks, but she doesn't wear them like her face isn't like one of a child. It looks like a woman who has seen shit,
Right.
as she has in the series. So
Right.
I mean, there's a giant dude crawling after her.
yeah,
I mean, there are stories there.
It looks pretty fucking awesome, actually. I don't know
Yeah.
how the gameplay is, but
This is all mocap. I can tell from cleanup. This is mocap. It's not.
oh yeah, I mean, it's Unreal 5 if they did, and they were pretty stupid.
Yeah, and then they probably made the
Like a
characters
fucking
in.
boss just dies through the flames.
Right.
well, I mean, you have a very slim margin for error.
Yeah, this.
That's fucking
Well, what happened
creepy.
to the light? Oh, that light disappeared. Like, there's not casting. Wait. All right, you lucked out there. You put a point light there, bitch. Because the shot before that, there was no light casting on her with that flame. Mistake. You're fired. I'm not sure if this is gameplay or not. I think this is theatrical. What was that?
It wasn't in the budget.
Yeah. A point light wasn't in the budget.
Yeah, the whole half
Yeah.
second it takes to put it in there.
Yeah. The point
Oh,
lights
yeah.
are very cheap to put in there. It used to be called spherical harmonic lighting, but now they call it dynamic lighting, which is the lighting that actually it affects live action gameplay, opposed to light being baked into the texture itself. So they use a lot of that dynamic lighting now because the engines got more sophisticated, so they're able to do that again.
She looks Vikingish. That's maybe what's turning
It's
you on.
Norse.
I was gonna
Okay.
say,
It literally
sure
said
that's
Norse.
Norse
Also,
and-
the
Oh.
runes, those types of runes are Norse runes. They're not
Okay.
Celtic. The Celtic was a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Let's see.
So
Anyway.
did you have a comment on it, or?
I actually had never heard of the first one, but this looks like something I could, depending on. I have to see how the fighting is.
I remember
before.
the cover was like the original cover for the game. I think she had like blue makeup over her forehead and her eyes or something like that. I remember it being very, very striking image. But yeah.
I mean, this looks beautiful. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'll have to watch a little bit of that, the actual fighting, because there's some, styles I don't like in games. So it's like an Assassin's Creed Valhalla type fighting, then I'm all for it. But
Right.
It's definitely an action.
I give it a thumbs up for whatever
Yeah.
we're doing this week.
Yeah. Free lag bars.
Yeah.
Are we
Look
going
at
back
the
to that
eyes
rating
here.
system?
there are refractions in the eyes. Look, that looks good. Like the corner, boom, boom. That's fucking good. These are the best eyes. These are the best eyes I've seen in a while, and the teeth look fucking amazing. Look how good the teeth are, guys. Like they're off white. They're not like a bleach white. The gums look good. The jackets on the gum jackets on the teeth look really good. The tongue, everything looks good, opposed to the Planet of the Apes abortion that we saw last year.
Well,
that looked very plasticky. Because this is
Last
how you
year
do.
or like 2 weeks ago?
This is no, that was a while ago. Lessons to other game developers. This is how you put refractions and paint textures, folks. Take some notes from this company because they know what the fuck they're doing. It looks very, very good.
Don't fuck us over.
Yeah, the way the refraction off the skin is not
got good jiggle physics.
No, jiggle physics. She'll punch you in the face if you said that to her. It looks like, but it looks really good. I think the overall look of everything looks really good. Oni actually mentioned the lighting, and I agree with her. It looks really good. The moonlight coming down, yeah, that's realistic. I'd sell that. It's a little spotlighty, but I mean, I think it's good enough to pass. I would have lit it the same way. But I think it looks good. Wow, I'm really feeling that alcohol. I feel very warm right now.
Warm and fuzzy.
Yeah, I haven't drank in a
Sure,
long
it's
time,
not
so
moist.
moist. I want
Moist.
brownies now. Every time I hear moist, I think brownies. But yeah, I think we're good with this one. Let's go to the next one. V Rising. Set in an open world split into 5 biomes. Biomes. How do you say that?
Biomes.
So, I got a
Biomes.
question.
What's that?
I played this game like quite a while back. Was it the early access, and it's coming out of early access?
I don't remember.
I think this is a sequel. I don't know.
No.
Maybe it's coming out of alpha into early
Let me
release or something like that.
Is this the one that had a crossover from Castlevania?
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna read that part, but you ruined it. Thank you. Set in the open world, split into 5 biomes. I was gonna get to that. You ruined it.
Yeah, it is an early access. Okay. Me and Hemi played this for a little bit.
No Easter Bunny or something. No, thanks.
Okay,
a lot,
that makes
Hero.
more sense. Okay.
Is this the one? Yes, that's the one. Yeah, the player gathers materials, makes and upgrades their equipment, and builds a castle that acts as their home. So basically, you're a vampire that does all this stuff. To unlock access to more advanced materials and equipment, players must defeat bosses found through the world. To survive, players must meet needs and avoid hazards specific to vampires, such as regularly confusing the blood and avoiding the sun, as Simon Belmont makes an appearance to try to destroy you. So a little bit of Castlevania added into here, which actually made me very excited. So yeah, a little bit of Castlevania feels in there. I don't know if that would add to it, or they just was like, if that was an afterthought, or that was their intention for the entire time. What do you guys think? Adding those elements in there, so it's like you're kind of like a freshman vampire trying to build their status as a vampire. What's that?
I can
Kevin,
say I
there you go.
played this like right when it came out, and it was so buggy it just turned me off. So
Oh, really?
maybe they
Maybe
fixed all that
bugs.
shit, but like it was almost unplayable. Me and Hemi tried to play. I think we had a few other people. We couldn't even get it to play. So maybe I'll go back and check it out again. One of the few games I've ever refunded. So that tells you how bad it was. So,
But you know what? If that happened in early access,
Right.
maybe they
You're
figured
correct.
it out.
I'm hoping because it had a good concept. It had a really good concept. So.
Now I am worried a little bit about the whole the Simon Belmont crossover, because I don't know if there might be some copyright stuff there. You know, I just I worry. I worry.
Yeah.
It kind of has a lot of Diablo-esque type feel. That's why we were really interested in it. So.
Oh, then that's a hard no for me.
Uh,
But you
Why, you
can
think
build
this
your
game's
own
gonna suck?
house. I think you could build your own kind of like house and stuff. So
I mean, that's kind of what it said.
you act like I'm paying attention. Like
I was just teasing you, Hero. Don't be mad at me.
Huh?
Oh.
He called you a dick.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I call him a dick on the regular. So
Well, it's not like he's not wrong. Really correct people if they're incorrect. If he's right, I can't really. Yeah, I am.
Be right.
Oni?
Thought
What
I
do you
already
think?
said something.
Okay, I wanted to make sure. Like, I'm not sure if you had any more to say.
No, I worry about the thing with
Okay.
Simon Belmont and Capcom, since
okay.
they own Castlevania. I don't know if they would have gotten permission or anything, or if it's official, or if it's just a fan thing. I mean, I hope it's good because there are a lot of vampire games that haven't fucking come out yet. Still, Vampire the Masquerade.
My darling, gotta do. Gonna get the stuffed animal out pretty soon.
He's not an animal. He's plushy. Damn.
Fleshy. I'm sorry, a fleshy. Call him a stuffed animal.
Pum Pum Pudding is an animal.
Pum said,
Starion
put
is
that
a
sticky
dude.
white stuff on me.
That is some rich looking fucking graphics. Holy fucking shit.
It's very crispy.
How many carpets can you make all embroidered and fancy and shit? Tapestry. Holy fuck. Could you get a more expensive coffin?
Oh, right? Wow. Like, talk about, like, who is his interior designer? Should fire him.
He's a vampire.
Oh no, what'd they do? What is this?
You want to eat her?
Oh, they went with a different. I was thinking a totally different style than what I was going to see here because the sets are so elaborate and like all these characters are like look hyper real and they don't. They don't look like they match the environments.
I don't know. I kind of get a very it's almost like The Sims with vampires and werewolves.
I get a very World of Warcraft feel from this.
Exactly. That's what I was feeling, or League of Legends or something. I get a different feel than Oni does, I think, with this. Like, there's some shots that, like, okay, they match, and then there's some shots that they don't. I'm very confused. Legacy of Castlevania, I think they might have gotten permission for it. So
yeah, they had
like,
to.
I don't like the faces of the hair.
So, what they're advertising with the Legacy of Castlevania is a DLC. I'm looking at
is that
right
what it
now.
is?
Yeah, it's a DLC. A PlayStation 5 version was announced for release in 2024 after the full release of the Windows version, alongside paid DLC based on the Castlevania series, with the protagonist able to dress up as various characters from the series and battle Simon Belmont in an optional boss fight.
You get whip? Does he have a whip?
Yeah. That's not a Belmont if he doesn't have a whip.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. I played. I'm not sure. I played the
a couple
OG
of heirloom
Castlevania
weapons,
in Game Boy.
but yes.
Well, if you buy everything right now, it's $75. So.
Oh,
that's actually not terrible.
How much is in the game though?
I haven't played it for probably, I'd say, at least a year, so I don't have a clue what the new shit is. So. Where's Hemi when you need him? I don't know if he ever went back and played it.
Too much bloom in the flames there. There's too much like glow. I don't like that. That was.
I mean, that's
nice
why I
with the
consider
smoke.
it kind of, like vampire Sims. So make your pretty boy vampire and then get whipped. I guess because you're into that.
Yeah, I guess. So the style, it's stylized, is what you're saying. So.
Oh, very, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can see that. I can see what you're saying there. But to me, like some of the spots doesn't look like some of the parts look like they were done by different modelers and lighters. So like it doesn't look like some environments like the exteriors look. Some of the exteriors and the interiors that they shown look like it was one team doing it all light palette, and then the other team, it was less realistic, and it's like kind of bothering me because it looks like it's two different games in some parts, and it's kind of bothering me. And like some stuff looks really hyper real, and then you go to a close up and you're like, okay, why aren't you doing LODs here? I don't know if I can make a specific example here. So here it looks like really. I understand it's supposed to be plain and stuff like that. That's fine. See that looks kind of nice. They have the dummy light on the main character, which is fine. Like they put a little spot on him. Here looks okay. Here looks okay. Like it's hyper focused. Like that looks okay. That looks okay. This looks a little different. Like it looks muted. This looks muted. Here it's like here, like what the fuck, like who did
it's bright.
Like here it doesn't look right. Like that looks weird to me. There it looks plain. It look blah. I understand the lighting's overcast. Here it looks weird. The in the tree, like when it goes into like the fight scene, this is fine. This is fine. This starts to look, what the fuck, like this. What the fuck? It looks completely different. Look at the close-ups. Like the polygons look awful. Like everything looks bad. They get that close, it looks like shit to me. Look how different it is. Like the detail doesn't look right. They go to those long shots that are high up, they're fine. They get to the close-up, it looks like shit.
Whoa.
Like that. Like, what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing?
Well, I mean, let's also remember, and I'm gonna say this just as a cover. I'm fairly certain this is an indie game, okay?
Oh,
so,
okay. If it's an indie game, they get a pass.
I don't exactly.
Unlock Studios.
It's Konami. It said Konami on the bottom.
Well,
probably
is it Konami the
Konami
developer or is it Konami the publisher?
Konami was the original team.
All right.
Castlevania.
Let me see.
They probably had to credit them.
What is Stunlock Studios? Is that indie?
Video game developer. Let's take a look.
Oh, I thought Castlevania was owned by Capcom.
Okay, if this is an indie game, then it's good. But
yeah, because that's my thing. Is
Swedish video game developer based in Skövde. Founded in 2010, the company is best known for Battle Right, which was released in 2017.
This all looks nice to me, but like the outside exterior close-ups are horrible.
In 2019,
I don't like it.
Tencent bought a 31% share of Stunlock Studios and later became the majority owner in 2021. They've only released, it looks like, 4 games in their history, dating back to 2011. I think they are still an indie dev, but they've got major money behind them with Tencent.
Like some of it looks good and some of it looks like it was like rushed. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Yeah, that could very well be the power play going on between having a large backer, but also still being a small studio with limited people actually working on it. So I do want to keep that in mind.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Their resources, their structure in terms of development teams and focus may be a bit different. So they're learning, they're trying. And I do go more easily on indie developers because
absolutely
some of these folks are doing it as a hobby or they're learning on the fly. They're not, maybe they didn't take traditional courses. When you've got these other legacy studios, they don't have an excuse because they have people who should know better, who do know better, but they still release what they fucking release. So, so does back. Hello.
Yeah. So they get a pass then. That's okay then. But all right, for an indie studios and like 80% of the stuff looks really good and 20% doesn't, I mean, that's fine. That's good. That's fine with me. Because I couldn't do any better in an indie studio. There's no way I would have the time to make it look that good. It's
Okay,
more
I
time
just
than skill at
confirmed
that
they
point.
are officially an independent games developer out of Sweden.
Yeah, that's fine. And I see that. I don't. Then I have an issue. There were some parts that were bothering me. It's just like I would actually, if you're in a close-up fight scene, I mean, I would put more work or not sleep that night just to get it right. But I mean, maybe they didn't have the time. That's fine.
Or they don't have the skill. They may not have the knowledge or proficiency that you do. And maybe that's just a skill they've got to develop.
I mean, I think as a whole it looks really good. And I'm just saying that that's the little spot that sorry, I'm adjusting my back. It's a little sore.
Once it happens when you get old.
That's for sure.
I have a degenerating disc and I have
degenerating soul.
Yeah. You're assuming I have one.
That's true too.
You're not a redhead.
Whoa.
It's true.
You have friends.
Can't remember the name of it. When you get it, when arthritis. You have arthritis in between them, so that's where I get the pain. I'm like the last few days I had lost feeling in my toe.
Ew.
It comes and goes. It's weird.
Yeah, we call that nerve damage.
Yeah, it's neuropathy. I actually didn't diagnose with that. It's getting worse. Now it's down both my legs.
Oh,
so, wheelchair bound in 9 years.
We'll get you on with really good batteries and off-road
right.
tires.
Remember you said the one about Professor Xavier, like kind of like that floating one, the badass one?
Yeah, to hover chair.
Yeah, we'll take in donations for that now in the chat. Anyways.
Letting you know, though, to get a wheelchair with spokes, we're going to put dicks in it.
I just want a flag so that way I can move really quick and the flag would like kind of flutter behind me. The old gamer's home. But yeah, so Homeworld 3. Again, this is all GameStop.com. This is where we got all that information tonight. It's a 3D real-time strategy game set in space. According to the developers, following the responses to partner surveys, the game boasts an extensive campaign mode, giving solo gameplay an important role. So, Oni, this might be right up your alley here. As with the other games in the franchise, combat gameplay is built around an effective 3D ballistic system. One of the new major gameplay features is huge megaliths and trenches, massive space structures that will add coverage strategies for small spacecraft. The game will launch with a new co-op mode that will fuse Homeworld's RTS gameplay with a rogue-like structure.
What?
Yes, it sounds like it's going to be everything. It's going to be everything you want it to be.
Not sure how I feel about that.
I don't know. It's a lot. Like they try to cover a lot of bases there, right?
All right. That seems like a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So this one, yes, Mariner. Yes, this was my pick. Go ahead and roll the video. I'll talk over it.
Yeah, I'm planning to do that. Thank you. Are you producing or he's directing me? He's telling me what to do. I'm hitting the button, Chieftain. What's taking you so fucking long, you old fuck? Go ahead, Hero.
Anyway,
missile launchers.
So there are, up to this point, I believe, 4 games in this franchise. Homeworld 1, Homeworld 2, Homeworld Deserts of Karak, and there is another game that I recently found out about that I did not know about until probably about a week and some change ago that came out. I can't remember if it was before or after Deserts of Karak. But
Leisure Suit Larry.
No, absolutely not.
Oh.
This game is what really solidified my passion for RTS.
Christ.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Warcraft 1, 2, and 3, StarCraft 1 and 2, Age of Empires, Rise of Nations. I was really into RTSs, but this one just kind of really pushed the bar because it was my very first 3D RTS that was a space.
You never forget your first.
And I'd
like to.
If if I don't know. I just this particular series just really is amazing. There's only one other that I feel like actually compares to Homeworld, and that was Sins of a Solar Empire. When I heard that they were making this, I posted it in the Discord. Mariner and I got together and geeked out about it for a couple of hours, and then we just kind of sat down and went, let's wait and see. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like this trailer actually is giving it a lot of credit. So I'll say Soda.
I'm kind of with you though, but my RTS days are long gone. Like, just yeah, to be too quick on all that shit now. Like back in the day, we could rush. I played Age of Empires like religiously on dial-ups.
So you were abusing the lag, is what you're saying.
You could, but you had to also worry at that time. Somebody calls you, your game's fucked, no matter if you put 2 hours into it. It's gone. So I don't know how I feel about it. I don't think I'll even play it. So maybe Mariner will get it and I can watch him play. So yeah, not a fan. Like I said, I haven't played an RTS in shit 20 years. So yeah, I'm gonna pass on this.
You what?
Gonna pass. Pass. Like not gonna play it. Don't care. One of those things.
Well, I mean, if you're not into them now, I can't blame you. I just
And I don't like space games, so it's kind of a double-edged sword.
So no Halo for you or Destiny either.
No, like I told you, I didn't only played Halo because you had to. Traitor.
I will 100% say that I'm going to get this. I will play it. It looks
And he'll stream it on Laggin Out every Monday night.
There we go.
The trailer just really is speaking volumes, just because it
looks beautiful.
It looks like the gameplay of the past games. Now, I'm not going to say that it's exactly identical to that, because graphics have come a long way, and you can tell that these details are far more intense, far better than what they used to be. But
why is there atmospheric perspective in space that makes zero sense to me?
It makes zero sense to you, but it makes things look fucking awesome.
I don't know that.
Low.
Destiny does it too, and I'm just like, it's an aesthetic decision.
Like,
I understand that. Like there, it's like, yeah, where's that dust coming from? Why is there like pollution in space? It's like
just
a
the
lot
way
of,
it
like,
is.
Oh, okay, hang on. I'm going to.
like
What do you think trails behind a comet?
Yeah, I know, but like you're gonna need like thousands of comets, right, to get that.
I mean, you've seen nebulae in
I don't know.
pictures, haven't you?
Yes.
That's space dust.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
a temporary. Just tell me it's a temporary suspense of reality, and then you say, "Oh, that's fine."
That's kind of what I said initially. I'm like,
yeah.
It looks awesome.
It does. It looks really fucking cool. I'm not gonna deny that.
I know. I'm reading what you're saying, by the way, Mariner. You're right. There's a lot of reason to be doubtful. What I will definitely say, not necessarily to rebuttal or counter, but to add support to my thoughts on this, is it does look a lot like Homeworld 2. I feel like the aesthetics from Homeworld 2 have translated over, but the details, the graphics, this is probably a theatrical trailer just based off of what we're seeing. But seeing, like, here's some gameplay.
That's gameplay, yeah.
This looks really, really good to me. Like, it has, I feel like it's the same effects, the same concepts, the same of a lot of things, but more fine-tuned, more refined, more detailed.
I'm kind of confused on the object of this game.
It
looks
is
like it's a lot of things.
It is a full 3D combat base building type.
You never play Age of Empires?
Age of Empires? No, I actually had a person on staff that played that.
How about Warcraft? 1, 2, 3?
Yeah, I play Warcraft.
That is the exact same genre, just in space.
Okay.
With
So it's like
3D
spacecraft?
axes. No, it is not.
StarCraft.
It is not StarCraft. I would say it's got a lot more to it than StarCraft. All the ships.
StarCraft's about bugs and shit.
Oh, okay.
Space bugs.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
So you have different factions with different ships that have like 3 different styles of ships, and
I'm guessing there's probably quite a few factions.
yeah. So like, yeah, okay, that makes more sense now. Thank you for the clarification. Okay.
Space dust and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways, I will pass to. Well, I already
said my piece, so.
Uh-oh.
Laggin Rage 3.
That is
Laggin Rage
shot,
Can
sir.
3. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Is that a shot?
That's not.
Shot. I purposely didn't eat a lot of dinner so that way.
You get drunk.
Yeah.
I'm
Kill
more worried
the
about
pain.
your fucking liver and your brain.
That's all right. Your liver can grow back, right?
Portions of it, not when it's been scorched by chemical burns.
Not like I drink every day, Oni. It's
Also true. Well, you ready, sir?
It's really just water.
If only. Oni, since Chieftain said he yielded his time.
I mean, it's pretty. There's a lot going on. I just, like everyone's been saying, do we trust these game companies? I'm going to go with no. So,
I'll be
you know,
blunt. We don't trust big game companies because they've shown us what they have not been able to do lately. However, Homeworld is done by a different breed of developer, and in my eyes, they have yet to have a misstep.
then let us hope that they carry that tradition, because I mean we've got a lot of space games coming out this year, which is really interesting. I'm just saying, it's kind of like at work we go through phases, like there will be a lot of this type of project and then there'll be a lot of this type of project. Same thing. I don't know. I also kind of worry. I'm curious, I guess, about what type of processing power you would need for this type of game, because there seems to be a lot of shit going on.
Well,
And I wonder how many computers might get bricked from this.
I'm not trying to say that I doubt it'll be a problem. I ran Homeworld 1, Homeworld 2, and Deserts of Carrick on a potato laptop back in 2014, 2015.
Did it do spectacular?
It ran okay as long as I didn't jack up the graphics or overload my ship count, as was a problem. As was a problem with most RTSs back then. If you overloaded the population cap, you started having stutter battles.
That sounds about right. Heaven forbid. Heaven forbid you had one too many units.
And then everything's going Mux now.
And if you did if you jacked up the graphics detail to like adding a lot of space debris and stuff like that, combat, graphics, solar
Kiss
flare,
your
lens flare
computer.
effect.
Goodbye.
Yeah, your computer would be on its knees begging for you to stop giving it so much to do.
It's gonna be doing what on its knees?
Oh no. I didn't
Only if it says
realize-
please.
I didn't realize that it was Gearbox.
Hmm?
Is it Gearbox? I
Yeah.
thought they shut down.
No, I bought them
I don't.
so I could have rights to Tiny Tina.
I have Gearbox in Texas.
Yes.
Yeah, I bought them. I just told you.
So you rejected my resume?
Oh, yeah, like 5 times.
What a dick. What the you mother I'm gonna kill you mother
Can't wait. Bring the lube.
Oh god.
Oh, okay.
Fat
That-
chicks need love too.
Almost had a stroke there. Gearbox Publishing.
Oh, different.
The
There's
developers.
a little bit of safety. Very, very fucking little.
Need a
what she said.
microscope to see it. And yes, she said it.
Whoa, what are we talking about?
Anyways, so the developers Blackbird
I don't know what your sister told you.
I don't ask those questions.
I thought for a second you were talking to me, and I was like, "Wait a minute, Soda, watch what you're saying. My sister's married to a Marine."
Sorry, Oni.
No, you're fine.
Little bit of hero lore right there. My sister's also married to a Marine.
Surrounded on all sides. Also, what she said.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
Glad Badger's not on.
Yep. Badger had to go to bed early.
She did a great job on the slides, by the way.
Oh yes, very much so.
I wouldn't say that she went to bed early. I'd say that she fell asleep on the stream, most likely.
No, she had to go to bed early. She opens tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Every time I had to work with the public and I had to get up, I had anxiety the night before because I don't like working with the public because I don't like the public.
Nobody does.
So it's like, especially when you're working in food service, it's just horrible. I'm like, can I just stay in the back?
Back up house. Back up house.
I was the host. Hi, how many today? All right,
Oh,
there's a 15
fuck
minute wait.
that.
That's me.
You
That was
could
me.
not pay me enough. Okay?
It actually helped me with my personal skills, which
Well, I mean, yeah.
already at a negative. So
Well, I mean, yeah, but at the same time,
it prepares me for the lives and stuff that I did.
I had practice in the form of music. You didn't have that same background that I did. So you had to learn differently. Now, my excuse is I already hate people. I know how to talk to them. I'm just tired of holding back the filter because some people really are just fucking dumb. So if I'm going to get paid, for starters, I don't want to get paid based on how nice I am to people. I'll just go do the shit in the back. I can use profanity 98% of the time. Just get the shit done, chill out, talk nerd with my friends, and we can get the fuck out and get paid. Great. Yeah, just don't let me interact with people. That's why I'm not in sales.
So you only have to deal with us 3.5 hours on a Friday in a meeting. That's it. After that, I feel like I'm like blah, 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 blah. I turn into like Cookie Monster crazy.
I like to think of it as we are Oni's interaction with people to help with her learning how to socialize, and once she is done with us, she's like, all right.
She's a fucking pet, bro. That's so fucking
Learning
wrong.
how to socialize.
my concept of she deals with us for this much time, and then she's like, fuck that, this is why I don't go out.
I mean, that's what I do.
Money.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I do.
Yeah, I know, right? Right, Mariner? I mean, we might as well just keep handing him a shovel
Mm-hmm.
or an
That's what-
e-tool.
Yep.
I
Or
got one. Mine's in
flamethrower.
the basement.
Put some salt on that foot there. Everyone got a say? Did Soda have a say?
I did, yes.
Okay, everyone said it.
What the fuck
Paper
is...
Trail. Oh, is this named after Trump? Paper Trail? Kidding. Paper Trail by popular demand. The release date is May 21st for platforms on the PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, Switch, and mobile games. A top-down puzzle adventure about leaving home. Paper Trail's story unfolds in a paper world. As Paige, you get it? Her name is Paige. As Paige, a budding academic, you'll leave home and learn more about the world in your journey, manipulating its papercraft elements to solve puzzles, explore new areas, and discover long lost secrets. Ooh. If you like puzzle games, you'll like Paper Trail. Do-do-do. Reading Rainbow reference.
Horrible.
Reading Rainbow. So here's some of the clips. So this is something that might appeal to a lot of people. Ooh, look at that's neat. Oh, look at this. This is pretty cool. Wow. Okay, I got you.
That was pretty interesting.
I got you. It's kind of like Portal, but for page, stuff.
Page stuff. Portal.
Yeah,
for
like
page.
paper. It's like Portal, but like 2D.
I'm just gathering some firewood. Wait a minute, this ain't gonna end well.
Right. Oh, this is pretty neat. What do you guys think?
I think the concept is awesome. I don't know if
Yeah.
we'll nail the landing.
I'm gonna say no.
No.
No. Anything
Yeah, I
that
don't think
says
this is your type
mobile
of
and
game.
goes on to anything else is a no.
I like this. This is pretty neat.
Yeah, it looks
I'd
like
watch
your
somebody-
style of game.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a puzzle that's gonna like hurt my brain.
It might. I guarantee you it gets pretty fucking complicated.
Well, to be fair, my job is to figure out puzzles and things. So, if you ever hear me speak with Keith about like issues he's having, have you tried this, this, and this? Have you tried this, this, and this? Like I can figure things out, even though I've never ran into that problem before. So I do have the brain capacity to actually do it, but I don't find it relaxing to like do puzzle games, because if I want to play a game, it's kind of like I see it as a movie. I just want to sit there and just like drool in a cup and just like play. That's just the way I play games. I don't want to put a lot of thought
That
into
reaction, Odie. Oh my
That was
God.
hilarious. That was fucking hilarious. That was funny. But I mean, Oni, would you expect any less from me, like playing a game that
I
doesn't
wanted to
require a lot
drool
of
in a
thought? Come on, come
I would expect you to maybe just not say that shit out loud.
on. I don't care.
No, YouTube's filters are broken. The alcohol has diluted them. So
Maybe you're right.
Yeah,
no,
let's just blame it on the alcohol. Doesn't happen every night. Oh yeah, it does. Never mind.
I don't know why that shot not working. My 4-shot not working. There we go. That was weird.
I think it's cute.
But what do you guys think?
I think it's cute. I think it'll mostly be a visual novel, essentially.
Yeah.
But I think the interactivity is nice, and I really appreciate the dedication to the style. It's almost a mix of watercolor and scrapbooking, and I think that has a level of charm for people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
I think it's
Hero?
pretty cool.
That's
I don't-
something I've seen before.
And I'll buy
definitely.
y'all 3 copies then. Probably.
I was gonna say I don't know if
Oh wait,
it's
we can't.
enough for me to play myself, but I'd be interested how
Slayed yourself.
I see nothing wrong with that.
Of course you don't.
He's fucking
He wants to
toasted.
buy a subscription.
Yeah.
Ew.
To what? Trying to steal my fame here?
No, you've pretty well established your theme, sir.
I'm old.
Yeah.
Available May 21st, so you have time.
Why does it say initial release date? 2022.
Probably because it was betaed.
Yeah. It's probably an indie game. But
It
the
is.
development probably
I think
takes
it is.
longer.
Oh yeah, it's definitely looks like only a couple people probably in that little crew there.
Yeah, that's why it's probably taken long, but I mean there's an advantage to have a smaller crew than a larger one, so too many chefs ruin the brew.
I mean, I can't play the dude who's sexually biased, so yeah, no.
Why can't you be sexually ambiguous and stop with these comments?
That's not what sexually ambiguous means.
I don't know.
I don't know. The women seem to do it. If you can't play a woman, it's like if a man says it, then it's an Andrew Tate or something.
It's kind of funny because it won
9,000
indie
awards.
game. Yeah, it's won a lot of awards, so it's pretty cool. Yeah. All right. So not really much to say about that. We'll move on. I think everyone's like, whatever. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not excited.
Yeah.
I'm not excited.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay. So we are gonna do Paper Mario next here. So I'll go over that.
Well, we know Hero loves this one, so
Yeah. There goes my hero.
might as well pre-order it.
He goes. The 1,000-year door.
Whoa.
The nefarious X-Nauts are after the treasure behind the 1,000-year door with a map from Princess Peach and the help of few locals.
That bitch
Mario
again.
journeys through a colorful world made of paper to find them first. To prevail in this quest, you'll have to travel and level up Mario and his friends, master time-based attacks and badges to impress the audience on the stage of combat, and make use of all the abilities that come with being cursed. Conveniently made of paper, like folding into a plane, to cross big gaps on turning sideways, to slip through narrow openings. So it is a remake of the original Paper Mario, because why make a new game when you can put it into a new console and recycle it and make more money?
That is true.
That's pretty much it.
Paper Mario. Like that?
Yeah. Any good games coming out?
I don't know.
So my thoughts on this are, yeah, remake. I never got any I never got any of the Paper Mario games, mostly because I was salty that they never continued the Mario RPG as a franchise. They didn't make a sequel to it. And Paper Mario was supposed to be what filled that gap.
Uh-huh.
I was salty about that because, in truth, when Super Mario RPG came out, it was the same year that the Nintendo 64 came out, and Final Fantasy VII came out, and all of these other really major deals in the gaming industry. It was very much a sleeper success. Had a cult following for years, and yeah, so I was kind of a little salty about that. So I never actually got into Paper Mario. However, it is a very popular set of games, and I cannot fault the fact that it is very highly popular and that a lot of people love it. So it's going to be successful. I think it will be successful, but I also know that a lot of people are really sick of remakes and re-releases and ports and stuff like that. That said, anybody else? Oh yeah, and it's paper themed, which is kind of hilarious because it's following another game that's paper themed.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. It's almost like
it's almost like we did that on purpose.
yeah, it's almost like we had a segue like set up so beautifully that it was almost intentional, Hero.
Whoa.
It looks really cool. I never actually played the original Paper Mario, but from what I see, it looks pretty cool. If I can get to that shot, there we go. How does that do that? It's so weird. I gotta switch that. I always say I'm gonna change it, and I never do. Whee! Yahoo! I'm recyclable.
Something else that was also interesting is censorship has been a very massive topic over the last couple of weeks. I mean, for obvious reasons. But in this case, apparently, there was a whole set of interactions that was censored in this game.
What?
Yeah.
What's Goombella?
So Goombella is that female Goomba that you see there. So in one of the initial combat interactions,
what the fuck?
In one of the original combat interactions, I think it's the introduction to the combat, you encounter a pair of Goombas that will catcall and do the dude bro thing to Goombella.
Really?
And she will she was apparently or supposed what actually originally happens is she talks shit back to them and you end up in a fight. And that's the introduction to combat for the game. But
Fat chicks need love too.
that apparently gets censored and the conversation gets switched up because the catcalling is offensive.
Alrighty then.
But yeah.
The kids game for God's sake.
I know, right?
Like I said, don't own a Nintendo, so
Not something you care about. Got it.
I mean it's Mario. We always love Mario, but like I said,
You better say that because he's Italian.
well, I mean I grew up on him, you know. But I don't think after Nintendo 64, kind of, well, I guess maybe the GameCube. So. And I don't want to buy a Switch, so.
Yeah.
Fun.
I may one day, I don't know. Well, there goes our money. It does look cool. I give it that much. I do like the paper effect.
I do. I like the 2D look there. It looks pretty cool.
It's interesting because it kind of gives that feel to me personally that of like the original Super Mario Bros.
Right, yeah.
And without actually being, you know, the bland original design. I say bland not because it was actually bland, but because you could only do so much with 8 bits.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, that is also true.
That's
Slot
Mario.
machines. Oh, they gotta take out the gambling, dude. They can't have gambling.
Oh
in there.
yeah, it's not very kid friendly. Right. I don't remember those purple ghosts at all.
Aren't they from Luigi's Mansion or whatever?
Oh, are they?
I don't think so.
Oh, the
I-
concept art's cool.
Yeah, I like that.
What the fuck? Hmm? I have to agree with you, sir.
Is he racist, Mario?
Yeah, he gets shot out of a cannon to the
Mario.
What the? Yeah, he looks
Kratos,
cool.
the fuck are you in, Kratos?
Yeah, looks cool. He
Fuck
doesn't do
you.
well with mushrooms. Sweet.
What is he, some sort of racist?
Can you even stream the Switch?
Yes. There's a couple.
Oh, that's right. I've seen Badger doing.
Do you get flagged for that, or?
No, so a lot of people talk about how Nintendo used to claim shit on YouTube when people would stream their games. That was like forever ago. It did take them a very long time to be okay with Nintendo games being streamed onto it on
Don't
any.
you have to use Elgato still?
Um,
There's no like built-in streaming like everything else. I mean,
honestly, I'd have to look at it. I think you can, but I don't remember.
because you don't see a lot of people doing Nintendo other than like Mario. What do you call it?
Oh yeah, fucking Mario
Smash Brothers. Yeah.
and Smash Bros.
Why would you want to? I mean, I agree with you, kind of, but
I did stream a little bit of Smash Brothers when I had it on the Switch. I used the Elgato originally.
well, I know that's what Badger uses. That's when she just does it to Discord.
And in truth, Mariner, there's a lot of reason to want to. I mean, because there's an insane number of really good games on the Switch.
Yeah. I'm cut off. Look at my head.
Sweet.
I'm cut off.
But you can't stream Easter eggs or upgrade. What?
Yeah.
So what happened if you do it on accident though? Like
paid content probably, because that's a Japan thing.
Oh. Okay.
They do that same thing with pay gated streams for like VTubers and stuff.
Not good. No bueno.
Like paid for concerts and shit like that.
Well, yeah, I mean that makes sense, but
Well, that's their justification for claiming that kind of shit.
okay, gotcha.
Whoa, dude.
Alrighty then. No, I would like to see some gameplay. I mean, I'm not like, because I don't have one, I wouldn't mind, watching some. I can't lie. Especially, Animal Crossing and Zelda and shit that I probably never get to play.
Everybody does Animal Crossing.
They still do Animal Crossing?
Oh yeah.
They'd make a fortune if they ever put Animal Crossing just on like Steam or something.
What's her name? I guess she's now called Skitty Beans. She does that.
Oh, Skittles.
Yeah.
Private Skittles? Yeah.
Yeah, she used to be Private Skittles. She does did a lot of Animal Crossing for a little bit.
She just chills. She don't give a shit who's watching her. She's like, I just like playing. I just like streaming and hanging out with my friends.
She's got like a couple hundred, and then other times it's like 5.
Yeah, I love her though. She's like such a nice person. She's like the most chill person. She's like, hi, Chief. I haven't seen you in a while. I know you're busy and you're always editing stuff. That's what she said. That's what she said. She's like, I know you never come. I know you never. You're more of a content creator than consumer. And she's like, I understand.
That's weird, Jared.
What did he say? No. Like if You have ending A, B, or C, and A is the basic ending and then requires certain unlocks, and C is the perfect ending. You are only allowed to show ending A.
That does not sound at all like current streaming rules for Nintendo.
I'm confused. I read it and I don't understand what he means.
So if you have a multiple ending game and what you get by default is ending A, and if you get a different ending for we'll call it ending B by doing a couple of things, and then the get everything ending is ending C, you're only allowed to stream the A route. You can't stream the options that'll give you other endings.
Oh, okay.
But again, that sounds like the old rules that Nintendo would copyright claim.
Yeah, right.
Gay. That's crazy. And if you guys are new to Laggin Out Live, welcome. I see we have 14 viewers. I am Chieftain in the center square. Rectangle is Hero the IT guy. To the right of Hero is the only host that runs at 60 frames a second, Soda Pop, and Oni will be right back in just a moment.
Just a minute.
So, yeah. She'll be back in a minute or so, but she is here. She had to step away for a little bit. So, let's go. Let's do a strong bad's impression here. A strong bad. Where is the poop smith?
Whoa.
Yes. Okay, so the next game up is Nine Souls. Nine Souls is an upcoming 2D action platformer developed and published by Red Candle Games.
Last one for the night, Chief.
Okay,
Oh, no.
let me finish reading this really quick, and I'll do that. It's $500 to give me a shot, so you're paying to get me drunk.
$500?
Like that skanky chick at the bar. Okay, the game is set in an Asian fantasy inspired futuristic cyberpunk world. A lot of adjectives there. In gameplay, combat emphasizes on the player deflecting attacks from enemies to build up energy to perform special attacks. It features a hand-drawn animation and a storyline for players to experience. The story follows legendary hero from the past named Yi.
Yi, fuck Yi.
Fuck Yi. Fuck Yi.
League of Legends last year.
Fuck Yi. Who is on a quest for revenge to overthrow the tutelar Nine Souls, the powerful tyrannical rulers of a deserted realm known as New Kunlun. So yeah. Interesting. Let's take a look.
Green, Chief.
And salute.
And change your color to green.
It's an interesting
art style, yeah.
Gotta find my remote for that. I don't have it in front of me.
In your bucket.
Let me find green. Oh, there it is.
Not feeling.
Hey, Japanese.
Oof.
No.
There we go.
I hate these type of games.
Oh, you don't
really
like games like Shovel Knight?
No.
I'll shovel something. The animation looks really good, though. Not gonna lie.
Not really my style of game either, but it does look good, and the story is intriguing to me.
It looks great. This is one I would throw a controller over, probably.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's it. No more.
I'm done. I'm running.
No, just no more for me.
No more for me either. Oh, that we're just making bases.
So the way that is spelled, 9 souls, it's kind of like a reference to like solar or sun.
Yeah.
So
alrighty.
That's a little bit of wordplay there. I really like this animated bit here, and it looks like the smoothness of this particular animation carries over to the character movement and gameplay. I don't know. This does look really super interesting, but I agree with Soda in that this isn't my type of gameplay that I really like.
Maybe when I was younger, and then go with it, but
it does have that Metroidvania feel to it, which usually appeals to me, but it seems very I don't know. The games that were like this that I didn't care for were games like Shovel Knight and some of the others. But overall, I'm intrigued. I want to watch somebody play this game.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I would want to watch somebody play the game, and rather than play it myself, because I like just how it looks. I just can see myself, like Soda was saying, I'd be throwing my controller.
Exactly.
With this, I'm like, mother, this is why I had 3 controllers, because I break it because
I only throw my controllers and I break them. So
Yeah, you're a very angry person. That's why.
Oh yeah, sometimes
you tell.
Not usually.
He starts growing like sharp canine teeth and
I wish
a tail and shit. And starts killing livestock around his neighborhood and shit.
Yeah, we have a lot of that around here.
Are you talking about Goat Simulator now? No, I'm kidding.
Love Goat Simulator.
That was bad.
Oh, that was bad. Uh-oh.
Oh, that last little bit of that shot was like a little rough there. Oh, no more.
Yeah. All right, I'll do one more if people want to do a tip of one more, because I'm not really feeling anything. So if you guys want me to do one more, I'll do one more.
I am good for the night.
Give me more. Feed me more. I call me Ryback. Pretty. So everyone agrees that we all would actually watch other people play it, right?
Probably.
Pretty much. I might get a little froggy and decide to try and pick it up and play it. I would not do that of my own volition, though.
Right.
There would have to be motivation to do so.
Yeah, I think I agree with that.
Right. Totally.
Agreement.
Now here's
the brotherhood.
Here's a game that you guys will definitely wanna play. I'm gonna just get Hero's reaction to this really quick. Little Kitty. Big City. This is something that you want. I know that you want because of this next image.
I would say that Badger would. Spinner!
It's Smitty!
By the way, I'd like to shout out Nessiel on Rumble. Thank you for stopping by and giving us attention there.
Thank you, Nessie. I
Oh,
really
yeah.
appreciate you. Thank you, man. Or woman, or whatever your pronoun is. I don't know because it's a ambiguous name, but thank you.
She identifies as Asian. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that helped.
Actually, no, Nessiel, we're actually middle of the stream. We might seem a little bit tired because a couple of us have had a little bit of beverage due to people donating to our cause.
Yeah, like this was full at the beginning of the stream.
Oh, yeah, it was.
No, the fuck it wasn't.
You'd be
However,
dead.
this was half full at the beginning.
That I can test to that one.
I say as long as you're not talking about Metroid, you can drink as much as you want of that.
My intent was to do a gameplay stream, but I had to fucking change it on the fly because none of my video was usable.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about the Tacular, where I cut all of Hero's that
Verbal
he said
tics.
in the video.
Verbal tics.
Verbal tics.
Verbal
and put it
tics. Is
into
that what we're calling
one video. It's called the Tacular. Check it out on YouTube. It's on our Lagging Out playlist, not the Lagging Out live playlist. It's probably down there. It's just a white thumbnail. It just says the Tacular. That's it. That's all it says. You look at that, it's great. And I don't want to talk about it much because I don't want to feel like I'm picking on Hero or anything. I don't like talking about it because I feel like we kind of
I will
about it all the
say
time.
it is a dead horse that has been beaten repeatedly.
Yeah. So that's why I don't talk about it much anymore because I feel like it's I don't have a problem with mentioning it because it is hilarious. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It is hilarious. Yeah.
It was what 4 hours of video that you trimmed down to what was it like 15-minute 15-minute segments or something.
Yeah, I know I spent like about 2 weeks on that edit. So
yeah, it was there's no denying that it was fucking wild. But I literally did a lore dump of the entire Metroid series.
It was very informative, though. He knew everything about Metroid. I'm like, he knows way too much about Metroid.
Right?
I would argue that it's not that I would know way too much about Metroid because I know way more about Zelda lore. It's because when it comes to video games, I have the same mind for video games that I had for reading books growing up. You just if you like to read and you like a good story, that's why video games appeal to me. I like a good story. So
I mean, who doesn't like a good story?
well, it depends. Like you got people like Soda here that don't fucking read it for shit.
Whoa. What did I not read?
Nessiel says Hero Zelda lore dump when?
Oh
the
god.
Next bottle. The next bottle.
You could do like one game and then I'll just do like a whole series on it. Just if you want to do a whole bunch of it's like this is the first one, this is the second one. If you wanted to do that, I'll put it on the YouTube playlist. And we'll put it on Rumble as well. So I mean
tempting. It really is tempting, but the problem is there is significantly less to cover in Metroid compared to something like Zelda. I don't know if we want to take that on. It would be a really long-term commitment to make something like that.
if you want to become an editor intern at Lagging Out Entertainment, go to lagginout@gmail.com and the subject line put editing intern, and that way we can get the Zelda videos out. We're also looking for a social media poster and hype person. You just need to fill out the form or go to lagginout@gmail.com, drop a resume, and we will interview you. We're looking for interns for that because my mental health is waning. I had a mental breakdown in Discord. I was actually crying from all the work I had to do. I was just like, I'm breaking down. I was like, why isn't anyone watching us? Da-da-da. And then Hero was like, let's do it on Rumble. I'm like, no one's gonna watch us on Rumble. And then there's people watching us on Rumble. So like every time you hear, hey Chief, I have a suggestion. Chieftain hears, oh, there's more sleep I'm gonna lose. There's more work for me.
That's true.
That's what I hear.
That is fucking true.
I have an idea. I'm like, great, why don't you do it? No.
It's
like, this is just an idea. I'm like, so you want me to do it? He's like, yeah. Kind of like how there are other things I can't discuss on the live, but because of interpersonal staff things that I'm not allowed to talk about due to NDA issues. Yes.
So, I mean, a little tidbit. We do have 5 viewers on Rumble right now.
Hi, Rumble people. We love you.
And Nessie says Zelda is a great topic, to be honest. The timeline is very well thought out, but it's very long. And that's kind of what I said as well.
That's what she said.
But there's also a lot to say about that, because for decades, well, about 2 decades, in fact, Nintendo denied that there was any cohesive link between any of the video games within the Zelda series. And then, what was it, 2014, 2013, they released a book called The Hyrule Historia, where they linked every Zelda game in a cohesive timeline. And it wasn't just a timeline, it was a timeline that split into 3 different timelines because of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. But again, that is, you're asking for a lot there, and I would enjoy doing that, but that's something that we would all need to commit time to.
Good Lord. Good Lord.
Yeah, that would be
Good
definitely.
Lord.
In fact, if you give me a second, I could do a show and tell courtesy or a la Oni's stylization and show the Hyrule Historia.
Fuck is this game?
Oh God, it's another Stray.
Right.
Confidential. Little kitty, big city. Cats do not have deadlines. Is that what it said? What the? Oh, look, a ball. Oh, look, we get new headgear.
This was a request from
Wonder
Half Soda.
Yeah, I know where it came from.
Well, while we were watching that, I'll go ahead and grab show and tell for us.
It looks like the duck game with the cat.
It sounds like somebody that wants to do a catwalk cycle.
But can we yeet the cat?
Yeet?
The Lion King, that bitch.
You wish just push the cat and never let it go. Oh my God. What the fuck is this?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Best little bean ever?
What the fuck was that?
Oh,
now we're down to 2 people.
Sweet. Well, I'm Soda, the smart one. That's why they never let me talk. So.
Good thing I have a lot of shot options. And I'm Chieftain.
The other smart one.
Yeah. The 2 college professors.
We pretend not to be.
Yeah, we're dumb. It's where all the dick jokes come from. It's not from the military parts.
Which is odd, but...
Yeah, I said that to somebody that like, what? I was like, yeah, we're the dumb ones.
Mm-hmm.
So
I have to agree, but... Yeah, that game reminds me of the duck one where you walk around, piss everybody off, and do dumb shit just with a cat.
Yeah, I don't get it, man. I'm like, am I too old for this stuff? Is that why it's the I don't see any appeal in this. Is that what it is?
Mariner said quick sports ball.
Quick sports ball talk.
I don't know what the Astros played tonight, so I can't say anything.
Score a Yankee game. Oh, Yankees won 2-1.
There you go.
Score Houston Astros game.
I don't know if they're playing. Are they playing?
The Astros are above the Mariners 5-3 in the top of the ninth.
No.
Yeah, it's their last chance. Mariners are supposed to be a good team this year.
Okay,
No,
that's enough. He said that's enough. So I got a
Okay.
big no, and that's enough.
Okay.
Inesio,
What are you guys gonna do when we
audio coming from the capture is because we're trying to avoid copyright strikes.
What are you
is that
guys
what
gonna
they were
do when
asking?
when we have our sports only podcast on like Tuesdays?
Yeah.
You're not gonna watch us just because we're talking about sports?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Gazoo. Gazoo.
If it's not hockey, Gazoo doesn't give a shit.
We'll talk some
In
hockey.
Canada. There's no other sport than hockey, according to Gazoo.
He told me the other night that
Oh shit.
field
Every time
hockey.
I mention Gazoo, I'm going to hit the button.
Field hockey is the #1 sport in Canada.
What
Lacrosse.
do they have in Canada?
Lacrosse is the #1 sport in Canada. I don't,
Is it really?
that's what he
it's-
said.
It used to be hockey.
It's field hockey, apparently.
What the fuck, really?
Tune out.
Note
Oh
to
my
self,
god.
Tune out LOE on Tuesdays.
So I do have
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Of course he has it. Why wouldn't he have it?
Well, he's got tattoos of Zelda on his arms, doesn't he?
I mean,
Or
yes.
Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, he does.
He's got the Triforce of Freedom.
Triforce of Freedom.
He's
But
got
yeah,
that weird logo.
to tell you, there's this doesn't even give a synopsis of
It's
the
mostly
game.
pictures. It's mostly pictures.
Well, yeah.
Actually, I mean, yeah, it is.
That's why he has it. It's not because of the words.
It is literally mostly pictures.
Concept drawings. Yep.
Concept art. It does have the actual timeline in it. Let's see, where is that at? See if I can find it. Oh my god. There's a lot of there's a lot of like narrative behind the creators. They talk about each of the major releases, but mostly concept art. And where's the actual timeline? Ironically, it's been a while since I've actually opened this, so to tell you, KSG.
Live show, everybody. Live show.
I'm looking for it.
Unscripted Laggin Out Live Fridays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Watch Hero fumble through his book looking for shit.
I mean,
It's just an hour. It's just hours of that. No, that's the wrong book. That's the book with the tasteful nudes in it.
Yeah, no, that's.
Tasteful
Don't
nudes.
talk about that. We don't talk about that. Let's see.
Hey there, welcome to the show. Uh-oh. There we go.
Yeah, where are
wow,
we?
why is there such a delay on my mixer? That's weird.
Uh-oh.
Might need to be an update or something. Oh, Tuned has got you.
Hey there, welcome to the show.
What's up, Savior?
They're all.
Oh, damn, Savior.
Is it yours? Is that the actual Savior?
Guessing so.
There we
Is
go.
that the actual Savior?
It is I,
Dude,
he
you
says.
know-
Holy
shit.
We found a fucking unicorn.
It's a fucking unicorn.
It's
Holy
Savior.
shit.
Holy fuck.
Where did the Astarion come from? What the fuck?
Oh.
I mean, on Baldur's Gate last night.
We thought you were dead.
I mean,
no.
Like, you don't respond to any fucking text, bro.
like, anyways, Chieftain, this is one of the things I was looking for. This is just one particular page of the chronology of the games.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And that stems to, it goes into a little bit of detail of each of the like major hits in the franchise. So like there's a lot that could be said, and there's plenty of content we could go through there. But like I said, we're talking about a pretty lengthy commitment. So,
Sweet.
yeah, Smitty the game.
Smitty the game. It is Smitty the game.
Right.
It does
Almost.
look adorable. Definitely not a me game. Probably a my daughter game.
Yeah, your daughter would probably love that.
That is Oni and Badger's cat.
Yeah. Oni and Badger's cat.
Need me some of that flower power. Yes, definitely.
How much playtime does cat?
Oh, Savior, Laggin Out got its first production credit, by the way, in Jacksonville. We're gonna have stuff in a museum that we're gonna get credited for. I've been trying to get you to text you, and you don't text me back because I thought because you hated me or you got yeeted out of where you lived. I don't know. It's a dangerous place. He's like, shut up. Don't feel so bad, bro. My kidneys were at 62%, and I was medically a mess for a while. I have received no text from you. Oh yeah, motherfucker. Let me go to my. I texted you like a while back. I'm gonna go to. Don't make me go to my text thing and just out you here on the live.
Whoa.
All right.
Oh, Lord.
Let's see.
Although I would say there's a possibility.
It's been a while since I texted him.
Number.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. The last time I texted you was October 20th, and I wrote "Happy Birthday" and never got a response back.
4 years ago? Holy fuck.
No, 10/20/23. That was last year.
Oh, I thought you said 2020. I was like,
It
what
says
the fuck?
it has your real name in here, but I would post it. But it just says, "I'm wishing you a happy birthday" here, and you never get a response back. Here's my last few. Mike, Savior, the staff is currently waiting on the info. Please get back ASAP. And then I wrote, "Hey Savior, how are you feeling?" No answer. And then there's another one that says, "Happy birthday, Savior." No answer. So yeah. Don't give me that shit, bro. I'm looking now.
Yes, Mariner. This is the unicorn that is the Savior.
Yes, it is the unicorn known as the Savior. Yeah.
Wait, what page are you writing to? What?
No, it's a text message. It's a text message. Did you change your number?
8675309.
Let's see, info. Okay, is your area code 304? That's all I'm going to say on a live. I'm not going to reveal anything else. That's all I'm going to say.
How many savers do you know?
Like LL, no. Well, that's the number I have.
You just randomly sending people happy birthday. They're like, what the fuck is this dude
That's
doing?
the number. That's the number you freaking gave me.
Oh, he gave you a fake number.
Oh my god, I'm gonna punch you in the face, bro.
Good job, Savior.
Oh my god, Savior. Someone whisper Savior my number to message me.
Well, maybe he thought you were gay.
I just messaged you. He said he just messaged me.
Wrong Savior. Wrong, dumbass.
I only know one savior, and that's you.
Savior,
All right.
Lord and Savior
you just
Jesus
sent me
Christ.
a message. All right, let me see. No, you did not send me a message. You never sent me a message. I don't see one. On Facebook. Now, you know I'm on a live, right? You know I'm doing a live right now.
No, how would he figure that?
I'm gonna slap
this is previously recorded and he's talking to you.
He's like texting me from heaven or something. I think he actually passed away in October.
Oh jeez!
Wow.
I don't think this is the real savior. I think this is a fake one. I'm just kidding. We'll see it later.
Oh wow, dude. Brutality.
Oh, we're
Babality. Friendship. Goro wins.
All right, make sure you check us out on Laggin_out on TikTok. And now we are doing Oni's segment. Right? This is the Oni segment. Vault.
That's not what we're saying. Just follow the slides.
Okay. Can I go to the foreshaw?
No.
No?
Nope.
Okay.
Oni still AFK.
So who okay. So who wants to set this up?
Badger. Oh, wait.
You're up. So you want me to set it up?
So I got this.
Okay.
So
I can do it too.
Actually, no, it was your idea. You take it.
Okay. So everyone, if you guys haven't found out yet, Fallout is on Amazon Prime, and it is a show based on the Fallout game. So I thought it would be really funny to see which vaults each one of the hosts would be in. So the first one's going to be Oni. So Oni's vault would be 108. But all the occupants in this vault, because every vault is different in Fallout, all the occupants would be Honey Badger instead of Gary. So Gary, no Garys.
Badger.
Just all
Badger.
Badgers.
Oh,
and Oni would be stuck in Vault 108 with nothing but her twin sister. Now do I go to it?
No, but she could. No.
No. Okay. So just
Not
imagine that. Just like one badger's enough, right? One badger would be enough here, but like, I don't know, 200?
Insanity vault.
It's an insanity vault.
Oh, God.
It would be everybody working on projects and never finishing them. Art projects. It's just like, I'm halfway done with a project.
Oh, Lord.
But then I'm going to fall asleep or do something else. It's
Depends.
basically a badger
Are
vault.
all the badgers we know, or are they all going to have different personalities?
Ooh, that's a good question. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean,
well, I mean, if you talk enough to Badger, you'll realize that it's almost like different personalities sometimes, because she's always very bubbly and happy, but then you'll catch her occasionally completely different. She's the exact opposite, and it's like, are you okay?
Well,
No, I
maybe-
didn't have a good day.
maybe one badger would talk to another badger and they'd equal each other out somewhere. Or maybe it would take 4 badgers to equal one out, maybe.
Yes. I think that would be a crazy vault.
Yeah.
And I don't feel bad. And I'm just glad I wouldn't be in that one because I can only imagine what mine's going to be. And I'm kind of scared because if this is Oni's vault, I don't want to know what mine is anymore.
All the
There's
badgers
no
together
fucking way. I
might
want
make
to
it
know
a-
what mine is.
I don't think that would happen.
I want to see your soda.
Well, at least if Oni got mad and she, opt a badger, she wouldn't feel so bad because it'd be like 99 more to,
Right? That'd be hilarious. Oh my god.
I don't even think about it, honestly.
Oh, that's crazy.
100
That's a
badgers.
lot of badgers. Would they have the same color hair with-
Oni.
No, and she'd be lost the whole time. She'd be lost in the vault the whole time. She'd like,
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
where this is, and then Oni would be like, "I just told you." It's like, "No, you didn't. That was a different. That was a
That
different.
was a
badger."
different badger.
It's such a mind-bending concept.
It's
that
such a mind fuck.
It's such a mind-bending concept that I could just picture that conversation, that exact conversation. I just told you where it is. Man,
That wasn't me.
I just saw you just now. This is the first time I spoke to you today. Oh my god!
And even if it was her, she could still say it wasn't me.
Right? Because she wouldn't remember.
Oh Lord.
It's like, I thought you said you were going to take a nap. That wasn't me. Yes, it was. No, it wasn't. And like, there's no way
No,
to
it
win that
wasn't.
argument.
She'd have to be like a dictator, like y'all go to bed at 8 o'clock. Wake up.
I have a bigger question. Who would be the overseer?
Fucking Oni, of course.
Would it be Oni?
All 500 badgers.
Well, I guess she would be outvoted. No, they'd probably vote for Oni. Most of them would probably vote for Oni, I'm guessing.
I think they would all vote for Oni.
Badger Prime.
Badger Prime. Oh my god.
That's funny.
Final boss, Badger.
Final boss, but yeah.
Oh my god.
That'd be crazy.
I want you to know that Badger actually came up with all these. So it's
I gotta say better Oni than me. So.
yeah, right. Like, aren't you going out with soda? That's the wrong Badger.
Right.
That's wrong Badger.
He wouldn't.
Wrong honey badger. Who did the slides? I didn't do them yet. Yes,
But
you did. No, you didn't. No, that was the other badger. It'd be like a really bad. It'll be like who's on first, what's on second type of thing. It would be a nightmare. I'd be like, fuck it. Bring me to the service. I'll deal with the radiation.
Right, right.
I'm
Go
fucking
join the fucking Raiders.
Right? I'd rather join the Raiders and take my risk
On
there.
Badger per slide.
Oh my god.
She
Would all
could
the
draw
badgers
that.
have, like,
Sadly,
all
she
their-
could draw that out. It would be funny as shit.
Oh my god.
And then Oni like looking different, wanting to kill her with a different gun in every slide. Yeah,
Oh my god.
be
Oh, that's
brilliant.
funny. Oh my god. Gary? Gary? All right, Soda. Yours is next. You
Oh,
ready?
fuck. What did I get?
Ready?
Please no 100 badgers.
Soda's Vault 13. Prior to the infiltration by the Enclave and Frank Horrigan.
Oh, this is when they were nice and could talk.
Oh, the super smart Death Claw vault.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be
Yes.
this one.
So you'd be surrounded by a bunch of like empathetic monsters. Is that how that works?
Is there any other humans around? Is my question.
I do not know. Yeah, so post Enclave.
Yes.
No, it
Mariner
says
would know
prior
this.
to the infiltration of the Enclave.
I think humans and Deathclaws get along, right?
At this point, if I'm correct, yes. That it's after
there
the
only one?
Enclave, but before that vault is destroyed by
Okay.
I don't remember who.
I'm more worried about procreation issues. If we have to save the world, do I have to procreate with a Deathclaw?
Well, it depends. It was an experiment, so there's very, very good possibility that this experiment
That would
might
take scratches on your back to a new level, though.
They have vaginas. They
Now
have
I
teeth
know
in their
more about
vaginas or
soda than
something?
I ever wanted to know.
I'm just
From the
saying.
picture, apparently Soda's smiling in this picture, so he approves of Vault 13.
It would definitely be interesting. I'm not gonna say I don't think the Death Claws would give someone a choice.
Is that considered bestiality?
If you have to do it to save the world, I mean, that's if we could even procreate with them. They might. I don't know.
I don't know. Let's ask our Mass Effect experts.
Right?
They're not Mass Effect, but okay.
Fallout.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We would
How
have to do it to
how
save the world.
Would this save the world, though? That's a good question, Mariner. How would it save the world?
Because there'd be a bunch of baby soda death claws running around.
Oh
That'd
my
be
God.
awesome.
Terrifying thought, sir.
There is not enough Xanax in the fucking world to save the world to have sodas in it.
Just imagine the vault opened like, whatever, 200 years later and baby soda death claws are running all over.
It's like Death Claws with like goatees.
And they'll be like, hey,
that are
what's up?
nearsighted that have like spiked hair.
That would end it, Magnus.
That
Hey.
would end it.
Give me some credit. Or give the death. Because
Would
somebody.
you be able to-
Trying.
Would you be able to beat the ghouls, or as my mom calls them, the no-nose people?
The nose people, I don't know. Because I think everybody would be probably, I'm guessing, kind of super smart or above average intelligence. So, just guessing.
Would that come from the beast or you? The intelligence?
Depends.
Because the intelligence, they say, comes from the mother.
Well, they get some of the craziness for sure from me. Because you just see like depressed death claws and
What the fuck?
please leave me alone.
Like, just get the fuck out of here. I want tacos. I'm good.
Just want to be alone right now.
I want to be alone. Oh my god.
That's a good one. Good one, Badger.
That's a good one, Badger.
I wanted the all women vault, but not sure.
Yeah. Speaking of the next vault, Hero is up with his vault.
That's called what the fuck?
I'm gonna say there's gonna be a lot of I don't know, Samus Aran's in there or some shit like that, or
I don't know. I don't think I was that lucky.
All right, let's take a look what he has.
What Hero get?
All right, look how handsome Hero is. So Hero would be Vault 56.
Yeah.
With all entertainment tapes being removed except those of a bad comic actor, the guy from Freddy gets fingered.
Freddy got fingered.
The guy.
Do you remember that movie?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. That's the one with Tom Green, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that one. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You would go fucking crazy, bro.
So one of the stipulations that you made in this, which might have been lost in the conversation because we had a lot of fun coming up with this topic.
Yeah, that was just really funny.
How would we survive in each vault?
Right.
My personal response is my survival instinct is to acquire every copy of that piece of entertainment and destroy it for the sake of saving humanity. I absolutely despise Tom Green's sense of humor.
Oh yeah,
he does.
That's
It
funny.
is. You take Adam Sandler, you take Seth MacFarlane, and you take what the fuck was his name from? Yeah, we talked about him recently. Rick and Morty.
Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins, that's a wrestler.
Yeah.
But okay, the guy that made Rick and Morty, and you mash those guys together, and you crank their humor obnoxiousness
Canada, no
to
take
like
backs.
7,000, not 100, but 7,000. you magnify the obnoxiousness by an excessive amount, and you might come close to the levels of what Tom Green is.
I like Tom Green. He's funny.
He's not he's very much a there's nothing off limits kind of guy, which look, every type of humor is certainly valid, but there's only so much that I can tolerate of that type of humor. He had no problems with disgusting types of humor. Like, and I mean like
My
Something a
favorite
dad
one
moves.
was the "Where's my dinner, bitch" statue that he made of his mom and dad, and it has his dad like with a frying pan over his mom who's cowering. He's like, "I love you guys. I made you a statue. It's called the "Where's my dinner, bitch" statue because you love mom so much." You're like, "What the fuck is wrong with you, Tom?" Like, what the fuck?
Like you take that, like he had no problem with, like, okay, dark humor, not bad, but he had no problem with like human waste types of humor. Like,
oh, I don't
he
remember
sees
that.
humor. Like, there was a scene that I remember distinctly. Like, he freaking jacked off a fucking elephant and sprayed it all over his dad and found it funny.
I don't remember that.
I'd find that funny too. But my
There
dad
was a
would fucking
point
kill
where
me.
he was like leaving the exit crevice of a rhinoceros covered in the nastiness, and he was screaming at his dad. He's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you, kid?"
That's
It's
fucked.
the Tom Green show. It's not the Green Tom show. This is my favorite show because it is my show. I remember, like, I love that fucking show. It was great.
Oh man,
It's the
It's
Green
like-
Tom show. It's not the Tom Green show. This
Like-
is my
like-
favorite show.
like I said, there's all humor is
You
certainly
win.
allowed to exist.
You win because he's a great comedian.
Free speech, sure. But
Free speech.
I can only handle so much of it, and I certainly am one to go like, yeah, he's allowed to exist. But I'm unsubscribing from this.
Wow. Oh my god. But look how handsome you are. You look like you're loving it.
Right?
Look how handsome. It looks like our promotion. Oh, that was our promotion this Friday.
The
And
nice
got
logo, too.
1,000 likes on it. They're like, who is this sexy motherfucker? I'm like, check him out on OnlyFans.
Oh god.
You could buy his bathwater.
Yeah, he's a guest appearance sometimes on mine. So.
Oh, okay, there you go. Oh, it's just
So
his
Mariner
feet, right?
asked me to look up Vault 34. I kind of had a guess. I definitely had an idea of what it was based on the context. But his comment is, I thought he would have been in Vault 34, and he says to look it up, and it's the vault with all of the weapons.
Oh, okay.
No, that would be too easy. Badger not gonna make shit easy on any of us.
No.
No, and I think she went and looked for something specific that she figured would aggravate us.
I don't know what mine is, but I see the preview and I'm scared. So I don't even want to do mine next.
I begged for the all women, one man vault. That didn't happen.
Oh, is that what mine is? I
Maybe.
get a whole bunch of women?
We'll see.
Yes! She knows
Maybe.
me very well, so let's see ours. See mine.
Oh my god. So Vault
Vault
34 is just outside
Vault
of Dallas.
68. There are 999 men and 1 woman. What the fuck?
Fuck now.
That's not fair. That's my life.
See, I knew that was going to be his comment or something like that.
Look how handsome I look in that airbrush photo of myself.
I thought it was. I thought your comment was going to be, "Oh, so forever alone." Ha ha ha. Ha.
Well, at least one of me is gonna. At least 998 of me are gonna be alone, unless the woman's a slut.
Well, even so, you can only get pregnant so many times during the
Right.
9 months.
Just like gallons of what that would be spilled in that fucking vault, man. It's just disgusting.
Well, at least there's not stating she's a lesbian. So.
Oh, that would be worse. Imagine if she's a lesbian. Oh man, just put a bullet in my head right there. There's no fuck you. What wrestler is that? Is that one of the Bellas?
I thought it was your favorite one.
It's the one. She's a dentist.
She's a dentist
in real life. Yes.
Oh, there's so many jokes there, but
that is Britt Baker.
Britt Baker. Okay, thank you. I don't know who that is.
He's AEW was world champion AEW.
Oh, AEW. That's why I don't know a lot of AEWs. Like, man, that vault would suck. So there would be like
hilariously.
So I have a question. I have an honest. Are all the 999 men clones of myself?
No, it's just.
Or they're just like,
the
then I have really no chance.
The population.
It's like my life now.
See, I knew you were going to say something like that.
Yeah.
So here's the kicker. Here's the hilarious thing. There is a Vault 69, and it is the exact opposite situation. 999 women and one man.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I tried to get that one.
I apologize, Nessie. I clicked away from the chat window. Nessie says, and she's talking about the Badger Vault. Then they find out that all the Badgers are actually synths. They were never real.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Well, they still drive Oni crazy. So.
Oh. That's got to be the worst for me.
He's thinking about it.
Oh, man. It wouldn't be so bad if there was no ED medication that I wouldn't really care. I'm like, I don't give a shit. Like, do I have access to porn?
That's
probably.
I mean, you're talking about the vaults.
Some of the vaults were.
If it's my vault, you know there's porn.
Some of them were really like down to earth. Some of them might have been. There might have been like. But poor you.
But like, are all the vaults connected by two other vaults?
No.
I'm trying to find a way out of this.
No. The vaults that you saw in the show, that was just one experiment.
Oh, the three people, the three vaults were just one experiment?
That's just one type of experiment. Every set of vaults or every vault has different experiments, different situations. One vault, let's see. You had Vault 101, which was just basically everything like time. Basically, time was preserved. This was the vault from Fallout 3, where the Vault Dweller came out into the world. Blah blah blah. That was my exposure to the Fallout series. My initial entry to the Fallout series. That vault literally just was like a snapshot of time that was preserved. It was one of the, I would say, normal society vaults.
Oh, okay.
And then there was another vault where it was they had an election that was held every couple of years, and the election was for who was supposed to rule, who was supposed to be overseer. And what actually would happen after people got elected is when they went into the overseer's office, there was a bunch of basically auto turrets and robots that were trained to kill whoever entered. So whoever got elected to rule as overseer would just never come back.
Wow.
That's awesome.
It's a crazy fucking scenario. I'm joking with you, Gazoo, by the way. He's like, it's the 1950s, so you'd have a Sears or Roebuck catalog for porn. I wrote, fuck you.
That's all you get. You'd have a lot of dudes to choose from, though.
Oh, God. Well, that would be heaven for you.
Right? I mean, hey, when in Rome, right? I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a choice. They fucking nothing to do about it.
Oh, my God.
Be a lot of babies getting flushed down the toilet.
Oh god.
Well.
Vault 29 is what? Prophetic?
We'll have to do more of these, Mary.
Yeah, they're funny.
Pick different bolts.
Oni, look up. I don't
So
know.
go to her slide.
Huh?
Go to her slide.
Oh.
I don't know.
I don't know if she can see.
All right. Church is here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, I get to hit the button. I'm so happy. The littlest things make me happy.
Yeah,
All right.
I do.
Next up is Oni's Yomi. Oni's Yomi.
Yeah.
And what is?
Oh no.
No, that's not Oni. That's Astarion. What's going on here? It's Astarion?
There should be another slide.
There we go. Is this the slide?
I gotta go to bed early. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
No, you won't. No, you
don't. No, you don't.
You wish.
So
So-
it's the... Go ahead.
There's been a lot of talk about review bombing. Helldivers 2 is suffering from it because they decided, regardless of your console,
I can handle it. No doubt.
you have to have a PlayStation Network account.
Right.
Even on Steam, where it shouldn't matter. So it's getting nuked. And then the owner said sorry. The crew, the first one, not the second one, the first one, is going through something similar, except it was taken offline completely, even in your private library. I'm all up for a good thievery. The problem is it wasn't me. So there's a quote going on right now in the comments section of their Steam page. If buying isn't owning, piracy isn't stealing. Why would they say that? Well, because the crew was made by Ubisoft, which, if you recall, a certain owner named Philippe Tremblay said that gamers should be okay with not owning the games they buy. Now, I heard this was mostly online components, so would have been unable to be played anyways. But to just remove it from the library seems rather suspect. Just, you pay for it and it's just not there anymore. I mean, most games even still have at least a single player mode. And also, from what I'm reading, the Crew 2 is not, I mean, it's okay, but, well, according to the reviews, it sucks now, so. I can't argue with the logic. Because Sony, with their licenses, get a pass. They had to take some movies, shows off because they didn't have the licenses, they weren't renewed. So because you were basically loaning it, kind of like a library, they had to take it away. Which, when you borrow things, that's kind of how it goes. But let's say I had a hard copy of something. I have object permanence. I can keep this forever, as long as I want. But if I have it in a digital library, which I do have a few games, if something were to happen, I get hacked, I don't know, Steam kicks me off for some reason.
Or you kill
the
somebody.
games. I'm sorry?
Or you suck somebody's blood until they die.
Oh, you got revived, you're fine. You do it once and people complain. Like, it's a big problem. It's not like you didn't come back.
Twice.
Second time was just to be sure. People tend to not like things being stolen, allegedly. I wouldn't know, allegedly. So, the fact that they would buy something, even if it's never going to be able to be played again, don't just delete it from the library. It just makes no sense. Especially because Ubisoft, as we all know, is just doing so well right now. Because that one pirate game just did really well. And saying that gamers should be happy not owning things. This is why I like physical copies, because one, I can actually steal it. And second, because I can, keep it. They can try to steal it back, but they won't. So even with games that have online components, at least be able to have it and mourn it, or someone could make a private server and not make money, but just have it there. That'd be nice. But no, they just took it off and were like, well, it's online, you can't play it. And people are like, but I bought it. So this is the problem I have with digital-only services or digital-only copies, is because when you do things like that, this is what happens. You can't trust these companies to not go back on their word. So now The Crew 2 and Motorfest, which are made by Ubisoft as well, are getting absolutely nuked to high heaven, even though that game The Crew 2 has been out for like 6 years. 60,000 reviews, mostly positive, not anymore. So I just found it interesting because, again, more games are getting review bombed because of stupid decisions. Now, technically, is this the place to do it? I mean, technically, it has to do with the game, sort of. But what are you going to do? Like, write out an email and hope and pray someone from customer service gets to it? That's like, you'll be waiting a very long time. They'll just probably put it in some trash bin. So at least reviews, oh yes, that will quickly affect their money. Now, there are some comments where people are actually quite upset, saying that gamers are just being delicate snowflakes about it, essentially. I disagree, because people are finally talking with their money, and given that people keep saying that the economy is in shambles, yes, it does matter. So I have no problem with people actually communicating with their wallets now, instead of just letting it happen, like every Call of Duty game. Like, I mean, well, Battlefield followed the same suit. Even Destiny 2 is kind of on the fringe. People are a little shady about that one. Well, we'll see. Not holding my breath. Not that I had one anyway. So that's what's going on with the Crew, the original one. So hold your games tight and your wallets tighter, because game companies are apparently coming to delete them from your private groups anyways. Oops.
Wow. That's fucked
Yes,
up.
much weeping. I shall forever cry.
Those tear ducts dried up.
Astarion is pissed. Are you drinking blood, Astarion?
My blood, probably.
Is that the blood of your enemies?
I mean, yes, but
The blood of soda.
you could spare it. It's fine.
It's fair. So you gonna like that vampire game we were talking about earlier, Astarion?
I spent 200 years in that castle. I'll pass.
That's a hard no.
I'd rather bunk with Gale.
Oh, Lord.
Oh. It looks like Hero's playing Game Boy. He's got Game Boy Color. Get off Instagram, Hero. You're supposed to be paying attention.
Hey, big phones. Reflect.
Gale might approve, Mariner says.
Just for that, I'm going to have to say no. Just on the basis of standards.
He's a horn dog.
I'm
You
sorry.
don't care what you are, what race, gender.
Thank you, Astarion, for that breakdown. So basically, we don't really own the games. It's just a long-term rental.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Oh, yes. And I absolutely hate that.
Yeah.
I stole it fair and square.
You
The
found something
Schwitz?
shiny and you made it yours.
Yes. Except then they stole it back, which is totally cheating.
Well, I think we got to make another Unreal level and have Astarion steal the crew back, and have so that way Astarion can play it.
I don't think you want to see my driving in a video game. Because then you'll question my driving in real life.
But do you have a sense of direction?
Hmm?
Do you have a sense of direction?
Yes, but sense of direction, driving ability. I have to now be an aggressive driver because people out here are horrible. Also, there are so many potholes. It's almost like I'm in the mountains, but in a valley. They were filling some in today, but still pretty bad.
What? Rocks?
Just a problem with mirrors, Gazoo says.
Wow.
You know, you're lucky there are mirrorless cameras now.
Well, apparently cameras don't have any effect on Astarion because they're mirrorless now, the cameras. That's why we can see him on our cameras today.
Don't you just love technology when it works for you?
It is fantastic. It's kind of like, I don't remember that movie where everyone's a vampire and they're driving in a car, but they have a rear view mirror, but it's a camera because the mirror don't work. Oh, what is that? Does anyone remember what I'm talking about?
Was it recent?
It's Ethan Hawke was in it.
That means nothing to me.
Okay, I gotta look it up then.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Could you describe the story?
Vampire movie with Ethan Hawke. Let's see what Siri comes up with here.
Don't say Interview with the Vampire.
Daybreakers.
Oh, thank God.
I don't think I've seen it.
It's got 69% on
nice.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
Daybreakers was Gazoo got it. So yeah.
Gazoo knows everything.
I actually liked that movie because everyone was pretty much a vampire, and the last few humans were basically used as cows for their blood, and they were slowly like depriving the public, which were vampires, of blood. So they put the blood in the coffee, but it used to be 50% blood, then 25%, then it was like a drop.
Oh,
But
I think
then
I
there
know
were
that.
vampires that would like drink the blood of other vampires, and they turn into these giant bats, and they lived in the sewers and shit like that.
I remember that now that you're
Remember it?
explaining it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy concept. I thought it was better. I would say that was 75% good, not like 69. I like that movie.
Somebody purposely got it down to 69.
Yeah, and
Just on the principle.
just on principle alone, 69. Nice.
77.
I thought it was a cool movie too. I don't think it was that bad. But yeah. Anyways, thank you Astarion for doing Oni's Yomi this week.
Now go away.
Who doesn't love Astarion? Oh, that guy doesn't like Astarion.
Just because you don't have good taste doesn't mean that's my fault.
Well, you sucked my blood. I didn't suck
Apparently
your
you
blood.
had good taste.
Yeah, I was gonna say you sucked my blood.
It was fine until you mentioned it.
Oh Lord.
Good Lord.
Oh.
So you're gonna say,
Okay.
believe me, it can't be.
Next time.
I hope you
always
find the
get
spider,
use
and I
the
hope something
super
horrible
weapon.
happens to you.
Gonna lick it.
Yes, go lick the spider. See what happens. And I hope Gale complains at you.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
I'll slap the shit out of you.
He
Next-
should.
Next time, I get to shoot the super weapon.
Next time,
Bitches
I
be
get to shoot the
thirsty.
all-powerful weapon.
Bitches be
Also,
thirsty.
is it Dibbles the clown or Dribbles the clown? I keep forgetting because they're both horrible names.
Yeah, they have both horrible names.
Also, fuck clowns. And fuck that circus. Actually, you know what? Go mess with the gin. Go mess with the gin.
Sweet.
You should,
Messing with the Jin is on par with messing with the the Cenobites. Don't
do it. Do it.
My pleasure is my pain. My pain is my pleasure.
Plane is?
I think he means pain.
Pain.
I
I think
figured.
he had too many
Yeah.
shots.
Give me more
Very
Patron Silver. I want more.
You probably don't.
I'd love to hear how it goes tomorrow morning, though. That should be fun to hear.
Oh God, if he actually did that.
Oh, the secret is drinking water with it, and you're good.
Water chasers, eh?
Yeah, water chase. Otherwise, I can't fucking breathe. That stuff is strong.
How about Gatorade?
Gatorade? Yeah. Gatorade. I don't have Gatorade, though.
Anyways.
Moving on. Next up is a new segment for this week. It's the safety brief.
This,
with
by the
Blacklight,
way,
Oni, and Hero.
This, by the way, is heavily inspired by the Asmongold segment we had earlier today.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
In the
Definitely.
spirit of don't do dumb shit.
It's our way of saying we care about you and also want to cover our asses that if you're stupid, you did stupid by yourself. We want no part of
Rewind the stream 3 hours.
Okay, so
So
if you're unfamiliar, you're about to suffer safety briefs as we used to all the time. Every Friday, every day before there was a major holiday, all of it. So there's a list of things not to do because apparently common sense isn't common anymore.
Nope.
Certainly not.
So do not add to the population, do not subtract from the population, do not go to jail. If you do go to jail, establish dominance quickly.
All right.
I had an old first sergeant, and my God, was he old. And as they tend to be when they get to that rank, they tend to be
And
very
salty.
surly. Very surly, very salty, and many of them were often very chill, even when you fucked up. So you couldn't. You couldn't.
Wow, that must be a different world.
The thing is you couldn't tell if you were about to really be fucked or if the first sergeant was just going to let it go.
That wasn't a question at all. No, no, no.
Oftentimes you would know what was going to happen, but you wouldn't know the reaction because the first sergeant would just smile and be like, yeah, is that so? And then
Yes.
the lower NCOs would come in and
Non-commissioned officers.
you're just not going to have a good time. You're just not
And
gonna
watch.
have a good time. Anyways, his favorite saying on a Friday, because his goal was to get us the fuck out of there as soon as possible because he was tired of looking at us, was he'd just walk up to the group, everybody be standing in formation, and he'd just say, don't start no shit. And it was a prompt. Everybody would come back with, won't be
There
no
won't be no shit.
And then he would go, dismissed. But my God, we would always have a commander. Who would
Wanted to talk?
who would want to, just to piggyback off what the first sergeant
Yes.
said.
Yes. Last note, last thing I want to say over and over and over again, and you wanted to fucking die. Or die again.
Poor thing. And what popped into my head every time I heard, one more thing, was that old cartoon show, The Adventures of Jackie Chan, or whatever the hell it was called.
What the fuck?
Jackie Chan Adventures?
You said what the fuck for real.
Oh,
And Jackie, one more thing.
Hey, Soda, that sounds like our meetings on Wednesdays.
Right? We talk about nothing for 30 minutes.
Oh my God. Some of these safety briefs. And it's just like, we know. Don't drink and drive. Always wear your freaking protective gear on a motorcycle. Always
It's not called a hat, it's called a cover.
don't commit essay. Don't touch people who don't want it. You'd always hear these things, and
Don't shit where you eat.
sometimes, yeah. Don't bring anything home.
Don't bring any home that you didn't have in the first place.
Wow.
Yeah, you'd hear all these idioms, all these statements, all these things in these safety briefs, and it all culminates to one thing.
Someone's done it.
The reason this is happening now is because there was somebody that was a fucking idiot that did it last weekend, and it came up in the fucking blotter report.
Car purchase with what? 20% in yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Marrying somebody after the first date because you're in love.
Oh my God. And her name was Skittles.
She loves you, she swears.
Yeah,
she
she loves you as long as you give her a 20 for every dance.
No, no.
That's what you're
It's
saying.
You had her wrapped around your finger at TRICARE.
more like she
Always.
knew who to look for. Yeah, safety briefs were always, well, they were always interesting. Not always fun.
Oh, my favorite was call any of your leadership, any one of us. We will drop what we're doing on a Friday night to come and get you so that you don't drink and drive. Come to find out, the soldier wasn't screwed up. The soldier did exactly what he was told to do. He was drunk and he definitely couldn't drive. So who'd he call? He called his NCO, his platoon sergeant. What did his NCO drive or do? He drove there drunk and then said, "It's okay, Private. You drive home. I'll follow you home to make sure you get there okay."
Whoa.
That is literally making this.
Double
You
worse.
have exponentially made it worse.
Right.
That is worse than the blind leading
my
the blind.
And what made me so angry about this,
Wait, they were yours?
this
Eva.
happened in one of my units. In one of my units. What made this exponentially worse, the soldier got in trouble.
No shit.
Well, the thing is he shouldn't have got in trouble because it should have been his fucking NCO that got nailed to the wall, fucking demoted, stripped of rank, put on extra duty, had his pay docked, everything. He should have been the junior soldier to that soldier.
So nothing happened.
Nothing fucking happened.
Oh, fucking Eva.
To this day, he is still in. And he was the absolute worst dirtbag of dirtbag NCOs that I have ever met in my entire life. He had a
Here's
sleeping
why we have
problem.
safety briefs.
He had a sleeping problem. He couldn't stay out of other people's wives' beds.
Whoa.
It's like fucking college without getting the education, it sounds like.
No, that's exactly what the military is like. They just stop at high school. Sometimes it's like being near children when you hear about some of these stories. We didn't have that problem because we were expected to be adults about things, responsible and contributing to society in positive ways. But if you don't expect these things of people, this is what happens. They just stop growing. They think they've arrived because they're in the military. You're told when to show up, what to wear, where to go, how to behave, when to eat, when to sleep.
My mom
Sounds like
always
being
said,
treated
it's
like
like-
a baby.
my mom always said, yeah, Dad was The military is good for your dad because it told him when to eat, when to sleep, and when to shit. He got out of the military. He didn't know when to eat, when to sleep, when to shit. That's why he got married. That's what my mom said about my dad.
Always a good joke, but I could tell there was a lot of love in that relationship and a lot of noise.
Yes. and no matter what you see as the truth, my mom says she does everything.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Even though.
No comment.
Exactly. Because she might be watching. Or hearing from the other room. But,
right.
But that was just the most awesome, because that guy, oh my God, that guy was way worse. There was the stories I could tell you about that guy. And I even found out more on my recent trip to Hawaii, because that guy was the platoon sergeant of one of my buddies that's now in the Space Force that I visited while I was over there doing work. He told me a lot of things that happened after I left that unit.
Now, there are some positives about safety briefs. They don't have to be all negative and dry. Sometimes it's as simple as make sure you check in with your buddies.
100%.
You need help, call somebody. If you feel off, you feel sick, you feel down, you're depressed, you need help, you're lonely, there are people around you who care, but they should also be reaching out to you too. So, yeah. Make sure you check in with your. You don't even have to like them. You could hate them, but check in with them because they do matter. You matter. Some more than others. So it's not always super serious, such as don't drink and drive. So just be careful. We're getting toward the summer seasons, depending on what side of the hemisphere you're on. So just be careful. Join a Discord if you want friends or enemies. A little bit of both.
Right.
Right.
Enemies.
Unless you're Ghost, then we don't want to hear from you.
Wow, that's harsh.
I don't even
know.
think he's in the
That's
chat
true.
tonight.
Haven't seen
Just
him.
kidding. No, I saw him the other day. He's now a Legionnaire. Changed his permissions.
What did you do? Use a Ouija board?
Yes. Yes.
I will agree. Yes, safety briefs aren't supposed to be aggravating, I'll say. But just to reiterate, do not add to
You
the
can dance if you want to.
Leave your friends behind.
Do not add to the population. Do not subtract from the population. I assume most of our intelligent viewers understand this concept. And if you do end up in jail, assert dominance immediately. However, I also will say that we can make it real simple. Don't do dumb shit. If you have to ask yourself, is this dumb shit?
That's probably dumb shit. Don't do it.
If you go, if your gut tells you not to do something, don't fucking do it.
How about this? If I would laugh at you, if you told me what you were doing, you probably shouldn't do it. That might be a hint.
Honestly, you laughed at me because I hurt myself getting out of my Jeep. But...
Oh,
well,
yes.
You probably shouldn't have hurt yourself getting out of your Jeep.
Also true statement.
Well, it ain't my Jeep now. It's now Soda's Jeep. It's his problem now.
It is.
That's unfortunate because you're probably going to have transmission issues soon.
Oh, no, don't tell. Well, I mean, he might need that.
Actually, the transmission's really good on that car.
They were okay.
I've had it like 10 years. It's been really good.
That's good, but just careful.
Matter of time.
It could be. Last I checked, the Patriot isn't made anymore. That might be a sign.
Yes, that is true.
Liberty isn't made anymore. Patriot isn't made anymore. For some reason, the Compass is.
I ran a yellow light, let's just say, and it was in a busy intersection, and I gunned it, and it's a V6, and I fucking caught air with my Jeep. It was like the General Lee. I was just like, woo! and I yelled, "Yeah!" I just went. I fucking jumped in the air and it like landed. It was awesome. I'm like, I'm not used to a V6.
Right.
But that thing's got to get up and go. I'm not gonna lie. It even if it's like I'm used to a 4, and I had to put my pedal. I had to put the pedal down on that Patriot to get it to go, and this thing just fucking goes. Fuck that noise. We're moving, and I'm just like, oh shit, 11 miles per gallon. But who cares?
What?
I'm just kidding. It's 17.
Wait.
That's the average city.
My Jeep gets the same gas mileage as your truck.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
28 years difference. That hasn't changed. Okay.
Well,
that hasn't changed in most larger vehicles.
Yeah.
Unless you're talking about something that is hybrid.
But the Jeep isn't even that big.
Mine is mine's bigger
Mine
than
is.
Patriot.
I would say mine's a medium-sized vehicle. It's not.
It's a 4-door. Yours is a 4-door.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's a 4-door too. So it's got a good size to it. I'm not gonna lie. It's basically just a box.
No, I'm
not really
enough.
aerodynamic.
Well, it's a Jeep. That's debatable.
Yeah.
But apparently, just be glad you didn't buy a Grand Cherokee. They have a recall right now. Would you like to know why?
Why?
The wheels might come off.
Oh no, my father's looking for. He's looking at Grand Cherokees right now. They're starting at 36. He's like, why is it so much money? I go, I don't know, Dad.
Grand Cherokee was supposed to be more of a luxurious model.
The vehicle market is massively,
bad.
terribly bad right now.
I told you, I spent like $55,000 for my
But
Jeep.
you also have to remember the Gladiator is you got the souped up model. Gladiator's
The Mojave.
like 5 years old at this point. It's very new in terms of the market. Trucks tend to be way overpriced now.
Yeah, that's
true. You're talking about
bought-
upwards of like 85 grand for.
You bought brand new. You bought the everything edition essentially.
Yeah, I got almost everything on it. Yeah, I got it almost fully loaded. I have the retractable roof, convertible top too. So
Exactly. You bought everything.
well, it's a Sport S.
So it's going to be pricey, but
it's
also
like a Sierra.
most Jeeps now are considered more luxury vehicles. Why?
They are. It's fucking true.
I don't know why. And also, I will say it every time. The Wagoneer and the Grand Wagoneer are fugly.
They are.
They are.
They are not a
disgusting.
good-looking vehicle, and they're not even worth. Was it 71 grand to start?
I heard they were trying to price it up to like $100,000, which makes
that's the high-end one. Yeah.
And the Grand Cherokee already was an expensive vehicle, which has been riddled with problems since day one.
They
in the
leathered it out,
90s,
too.
they'll have 1 or 2 really great years, and then the other years are just like a train wreck.
Shitty. You know, the time that we spend about Jeeps, they should fucking sponsor the goddamn show.
Given how they are right now, I wouldn't want to sponsor them because my word is a 28-year-old, 30 older type vehicle.
I date women younger than your car.
I have coworkers younger than mine.
Call me Penguin. Kidding.
Wow. No comment.
What are you gonna say?
Nothing.
I'm joking. Processing something.
Me? No.
Oni's processing something. What are you gonna say?
I didn't even hear what you said, and I probably don't.
Yeah,
I would say something, but I don't want to hurt your feelings.
Oh, Lordy. It has been a night.
It's been a night. Does anyone want to
Check
know
us
the
out on
answer to the
Kick.
trivia question?
No.
Check. All right, then. Have a good night.
I remember the commercial, but I don't remember who the fuck was in.
Yeah, so check us out on Kick/Laggin Out, and here is The trivia question: which screen actor promoted the famous '80s game Pitfall Harry as a child? A. Terry Crews, B. Jack Black, or C. Henry Cavill? I think Oni picked Henry Cavill early on. I think that was her guess.
Yes.
So if I had
Someone each selected A, B, and C. So someone will be correct. I don't know who. Probably not me. But someone will be correct.
I'm gonna.
I still want to say Jack Black.
In the 80s, I would say Jack Black.
Yeah, Mariner says Jack Black as well. Magma, what are you thinking? Who's ever in the chat, go ahead and hit the letter so that way we get credit for you being here.
And a couple Terry Crews.
Brazil says A, Magma says A.
No,
Terry Crews, that's not a bad guess. He's probably around the same age. Right? He would be a kid
I don't
in the
think
80s,
they
Terry
let
Crews.
black people in commercials back then.
What
Are
the
you
fuck
fucking
is
kidding?
wrong with you?
Are you serious? There were fucking Nintendo commercials that had like kids from the entire neighborhood, and like easily a quarter of the kids in the entire neighborhood.
I was kidding. Goddamn.
He's in the 1960s, the civil rights movement with the 1980s. What the fuck's wrong with you?
But honestly, I don't see Terry Crews because I don't think Terry Crews was a big name at that time.
Well, neither was Jack Black or Henry Cavill. I mean,
Well, Jack Black already had a name in the industry already at that point. He was featured like in some of this stuff as a voice actor.
really?
Maybe not in the 80s, like in the 90s for sure.
All right. So here's the answer. Drum roll, please. Jack Black. Jack Black. I actually have the commercial here. Did anybody want to see it?
I do.
Yes.
It's pretty interesting. Like, if you see it, you'd be like, yeah, that's totally Jack Black.
Like I said, I remember it, but. Oh my god.
I was lost in the jungle with Pitfall Harry, surrounded by giant scorpions and man-eating crocodiles.
Well, Harry and I just grabbed the van, swung through the trees, and over the targets.
Graphics.
Jungle treasure. It was really neat. If you
Atari
haven't met
2600.
Pitfall Harry, you're missing the year's
That
most
game was
incredible
so
video
fucking
game
annoying.
adventure. Pitfall for the
Yeah, it
Atari
was.
2600.
Oh, I have heard of
I met
this.
Pitfall Harry. No other man will do.
Whoa.
Designed by David Crane for Activision.
Oh,
One guy created that game. Yeah, it looks like him, doesn't it?
yes.
He's got the fucking
Yes.
crazy eyes.
Holy shit, it's Activision.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. I saw the Activision. I was like, whoa. Back when
Yeah.
Activision wasn't trash.
Shit.
They actually had a game console called Intellivision, which I
Yep.
actually had.
I heard about
Um,
that.
Yeah, my people don't know this, and when I told Soda this in the thing, it's like my parents were actually gamers. The first console they had was the Intellivision, where you had these little acetate little controllers. It had a little squirrely wire that went to the console, and you'd slide in these little acetate things inside the controller, which had like a 1 through 9 number pad on it. But you put the little slider on depending on the game, and that's how you would play it.
Yep.
And you would press the numbers and play the game, whether it was tanks or baseball, or you could move it around and stuff. It was pretty interesting. And then I also had this game for the 2600 and the Intellivision. I actually had this game. I actually played it.
Oh yeah, I did too. Like,
Yeah,
You could actually play it backwards. You could actually go backwards and play it backwards. It was pretty cool.
I was
But it
so
was a giant
frustrated
loop.
with that game, like the couple of times that I'd played it, because you had to be absolutely pixel perfect on those with the vine. Otherwise, you'd end up eaten by the alligator, even though it's like, but I should have been on the shore.
Or I landed on the alligator's head. Why did he eat me? Because you could land on the alligator's head there in that video. You can see it. You can land on the alligator's head and then and hopscotch over. You didn't have to jump when it was closed. You could actually jump over it. Like there are ways to do it, but that game was fucking hard.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
My cousins could beat it because they were a little older than me. I think my youngest, like the oldest, like the third oldest, was older than me by like a year and a half, and he would just like win all the time. You could actually buy the Intellivision. They actually refurbished them on eBay, and you can buy all the games and shit too. It's like relatively cheap. For an older game, you think it would like be like a rare thing, but they make emulators for it too. And my parents used to play this game called Missile Command, where you had like little cities on the bottom.
Yep.
You had little cities on the bottom. And these like little like missiles would come down, and you have to hit like these like you'd have to like aim at the point where the laser was coming down or the missile was coming down. It's kind of like you were Israel and you're like dodging bullets from you're dodging missiles from Iran. It's like, and if you missed, it would hit a city. So the goal was to make sure all your cities were intact. So it just there was no beating the game. It's just like the game would end if all your cities were destroyed.
Pretty much.
So, but my
Oh, the
parents
joys of the Cold War.
my parents would play that till 2 a.m. So fast forward to me in my 20s, they're like, "Why are you playing video games till 2 a.m?" I go, "You fucking did the same thing when you were my age, playing in the fucking basement when you thought
But
we
it
were
was
sleeping."
different when we were doing it.
Right, exactly. But there was actually a game, I shit you not, guys, it was called Let's Get Tanked. Does anyone know that colloquialism? Getting tanked?
Oh, Lord.
So, like, it was a tank game, and you could play different options of tanks. So, you'd have a red tank and a blue tank and a little, like, flat board obstacle course. And you can go through there, and you could, like, set variables, like the bouncing bullets. So, you could actually bounce your bullets around corners and hit the other tank. And my mom and dad would be playing, and they would be giggling and laughing. They're like, "You son of a bitch!"
They were
and
stoned,
laughing. And it was and you had like different scenarios. Like it was like, I don't remember all of it, but it was pretty fun. I learned it from watching. I learned it by watching you. Yeah, those were the commercials. That actually came later. It actually came from the last time you would say, "It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are?"
No.
If we had that now, we wouldn't have any rioters or protesters. It's 10 o'clock. You know where your children are? Like back when I was a kid, the street lights went on, you were home. Now it's just like, they don't even go out. Like,
Well, some of the places I've been to, there aren't any streetlights.
There aren't any?
Yeah, there are some places where there's still no streetlights or sidewalks. Here's the thing. So, in some places I've lived, there were streetlights. In some places where I lived, there were very limited ones. But then also you lived in the mountains and we lived across the street from a cemetery.
Yeah, I love this story.
Not only did we not have anything really to do, you're going to go outside. Something's going to find you. You probably won't like it, and you don't get to choose what it is. Just stay home. We also didn't really care. Allegedly, there were house parties going on. Don't know where they were. Don't really care. Didn't have interest. Video games, nerd stuff. You know, it's great. Keeps you away from the drugs and things. But yeah, no. Some places out here, it's so dark. There's just there are no streetlights where they don't work.
Astarion, did you see ghosts?
No, I did not see ghosts.
But they saw him and ran.
Right?
Probably. There was a Revolutionary Wars veteran that buried there. They got him a nice obelisk. There's some Confederate soldiers there. There's some children. They finally got it labeled though. For a long time, no one knew who owned the cemetery. It was just a cemetery there. You can't do a tour of that town. Well, the cemeteries. Some of them are quite large.
That's what she
actually
said.
One of them. So they were trying to do construction and widen the road because it was getting a little narrow and because the ditches were getting a little deep. But what happened was, so if this is the street, and there were very very small barriers from the cemetery, the groundskeepers had to go to the city or township construction and go, those weren't there before. You might want to make sure before you tear all this up, you're not going to find a surprise. Well, they found 5. They did a scan. There were 5 unmarked graves in areas that were not the cemetery proper. And in the newspaper, it was pretty big news because there's really not much going on down there. Basically, if you have any information, we just want to know. We want to make sure they're taken care of. We don't mind that things happen. We understand maybe there was lack of money, something happened. Just come forward. We just want to bury them properly and get them labeled. That way, it's all good. Spots and wherever got taken care of. So, yeah, cemetery fun. And then you can also do haunted tours of Savannah, Georgia, because, you know, let's go fuck around and find out.
No, it's not actually that bad. My
No, I
wife
know
is
it's not
really
that bad, but
interested in.
you know someone's going to. They're going to watch Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil and think that's a guidebook for life, which actually was based on a semi-true story. Some of it was exaggerated, but some of it was true. Talk about crazy Southern drama. Are any of you familiar with Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil?
Yes.
Let's just don't. But I will say, my wife was really interested in that, and then we finally went on that particular tour. It was actually very, very nice, very informative. It was less spooky and more of a, hey, this is what happened here.
Oh, it was a true crime. It was definitely shocked the community, but
One that I found interesting is the Pink House.
oh, that one. Yeah, I've heard about that.
Oh no. It's a house that it's very pink, and several times over several generations they tried to repaint the house during renovations to make sure that they preserved the historical accuracy of it. And every time they tried to repaint it, it would, no matter what color, would always end up very, very pink bismuth pink. Okay, that's a little weird.
At some point, you just have to go. The house wants to be pink. Okay, just leave it alone. Just stop wasting your money. It's not going to get
They learned. Eventually, they learned.
And now you can just make tours going, hey, we've tried painting this house multiple times and it's still pink.
I know. What would you rather? Would you rather have a house that changed pink or a dark figure living in the house that like
there was that
shit
too,
around or like literally have sex with you? Because
I don't know about
it's
that.
a real scenario. That the second half is a real scenario that's actually happened to someone I know. So would you rather have a house that changes pink with some ghostly thing or some entity? What's it called? A succubus?
If it's male, it's an incubus. If it's female, it's a succubus.
Okay, it's an incubus. Say an incubus is in your house. Would you just rather? I would rather live with a pink house.
I think we all would agree that pink
raped
house.
by a male ghost.
I think we all would agree that pink house.
Yes, I think we'd all agree with that.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's a question.
Yeah, because I know somebody that
No,
actually
I know.
lives with an
I
incubus,
know
yeah,
because you've
yeah.
said it multiple times.
Have I said it on the live, Oni?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have a really bad habit of repeating myself. I apologize. I won't mention it again. Sorry about that. My bad. I don't remember.
I just don't know why it's a question. Do I want to be raped by something?
Yeah. Well, the possibility. I'd rather not have the possibility and completely eliminate it, you know? Just saying.
Anyways,
it's a scary scenario. I told you about the dark figure I made with visual effects and showed my parents, and they thought it was real because I 3D tracked it and on After Effects. I go look, and I made something peek around the corner and sneak back out. And I kind of like made like a fuck, and my parents were like, "Oh my god, like you caught a dark," because my mom watches all those like scary shows, and I go, "No, Ma, I did that. That was fake." And she wasn't even mad. She's like, "Show your father and tell your father." Like that's how dark our humor is. Like, show your father, he'll fuck with him. About an hour here till the 4th. Yeah, it is now. Oh yeah! Wow. So I'm gonna hit the Star Wars thing.
That's the wrong one.
It is now officially May the 4th on the East
No,
Coast.
it's over here. We still have an hour.
In the East Coast, I said.
Anyways,
but yeah,
I don't have anything else.
Yeah. So if you like our content, please tell your friends. New store opening soon. We'll have that t-shirt up. Don't forget to check out our social media outlets and the lovely design done by Soda in the middle there. Great job.
Oh, you said the other night.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a fan.
In the middle of my class.
All I said are doctors make the worst patients and artists make the worst clients because we're fucking picky as fucking shit.
I had to work with Impact. What do you expect?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, your stuff looks the same. Anyways, whoa.
Kind of.
It's like, oh look, Rocky Horror again. Oh look, Rocky Horror again.
My Rocky Horror shit was good. Fuck off.
It was good. It was. Don't use that QR code. But that's all we have. We went late today. That's
A little
really
bit,
weird.
but I don't mind.
Yeah.
Only to the
There we go.
rescue.
You can use that one. So, on behalf, let me just hit the. Actually, that doesn't make sense for an end music, right? On behalf of Astarion/Oni.
Good lord, there's two of them. I have nightmares.
Hero, the IT guy. The only host that runs at 60 frames a second, Soda Pop.
Hi guys, thanks for watching.
I am the mad genius that created all this crazy shit. I'm Chieftain. We're lagging out live. And check us out next week, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and never miss the latest in gaming news and content. On behalf of all of us and our staff that is not on camera, we are signing off and lagging out. See you later, guys.
Night, Astarion.
Later,
Piece of
dude.
shit.
Please, I'm nothing but quality.